All right. We are online. Oh wait, why does it keep? Okay, it fixed itself. Turn this down a little bit. Rachel, you might be the only one that's not in this call watching, so if the audio is messed up in any way, if anyone needs to be higher or lower, let me know.
Viewers, beware, you're in for a scare.
Alright. You guys ready?
No.
You.
Two
Wait, we're at 9 now.
Oh,
Someone with
top 18. Top 18, let's go.
Alright. Welcome everyone to the Settlers of Aspera. I just realized I have to actually fix something with the overlay when we go to Owlbear, but fuck it. Welcome to the Settlers of Aspera, a D&D 5th adventure campaign brought to you by us. We're just going to start it out, guys. I don't think it needs much introduction besides what is already going to happen. So, if everyone is ready, we will get started.
Also, one thing that I have noticed, it's got Grimby listed as a gnome.
Oh, did I put gnome?
Yeah.
I'll fix
You're a
it
gnome now.
later. Sorry.
Okay.
No,
little bit-
I like the lore already. People misidentify him as a gnome.
little bit of goblin racism on my part. I think on the card I put goblin, but I guess we'll see when that comes up.
Yeah.
Who's hacked glass?
Mm.
Oh, it's
Oh,
one
well,
of my friends.
Just like
Back to glass. That it. Yeah.
I sent him other Discord.
Okay, gotcha. It's just weird to see like a name I don't recognize.
We're famous, bro.
we're famous, man.
For sure.
Gotta get used to it.
All right. Now I gotta turn this back up a little bit. You all find yourselves faces in a sea of fellow men and women. All of you prisoners, innocent or not, convicted for major crimes, have decided to pay the rest of your sentences by taking the Great Lord's gamble and venturing to the New World in search of fortune and freedom. Currently, you all walk in chained to one another. The guards surrounding you, some of you in simple cuffs, others in more serious restraints. You march through the city streets. A grand festival is being held in honor of your send-off. The town wafts with aromas of bread and wine, but all you smell is the unbathed, shit-stunk prisoners that surround you. Children run and play with sparklers. Men and women cheer as you come by, knowing that you going means they can retain their safety of their day-to-day life while reaping the benefits that your work will bring the nation. You come to the city center. Standing right before the castle, rows seated around you as you are amidst them. And as the castle doors open, the crowd goes silent on a dime. Trumpets begin to roar as an elder human, wearing a golden crown with deer antlers protruding from it, exits the castle onto the stage before you all. A nearby spellcaster does something to echo his voice, so when he says hello, despite being many rows back, you hear him as if he was yelling directly in front of your face. You know this to be the King of Oshain. This is, let me get the image for you guys. Chapter 1. This is the Great Lord Ryland. These will be going into SOA NPCs. He kind of looks out to all of you as he clears his throat and begins his address. Change the music. "1 year ago, I took that bastard King Horus's head in the Battle of Bloodrock. When I took that man's head, I took all the burden that weighed on his shoulders along with it. Most of it being from his own selfish choices and actions, but it became mine. Guided by Phineas, I made an oath to you all that I would rebuild Oshain. Not as a nation for me or for a few, but a nation that works for us all. But rebuilding our great kingdom has been slow and hard, as we knew it would. The destruction left in the wake of the previous monarch has set us back decades compared to the other major kingdoms of Titan. But today marks the change of this. Not long after our war began, the island of Aspera was discovered. A great landmass far from our shores, untouched by modern society, holding secrets, treasure, and power mortal men couldn't dream of. This will be how we rebuild Oshain. This will be how not only we catch up to the rivals, but leave them in the dust. You see the crowd is getting more and more amped up as he speaks about this. The race to colonize Aspera is a slow and agonizing one. The island and its natives work against us at every turn, and with our civil war, Oshain was not able to invest the necessary resources to keep up with the likes of Balen and Asnor. Today we change the tide of history and show the world the might of a united Oshain. This island will not fall to the hands of the barbaric Baelish, and God forbid, in the hands of the conniving Asnorians. The island will be for Oshain. Phineas has decreed it as our destiny. Before you, he kind of motions to the swarm of prisoners that you are all amongst. Before you stand 200 brave men and women with complicated pasts, to say the least. He starts to actually walk off the stage and come closer to all of you. What once were criminals may now be our greatest heroes. The prisoners have agreed to claim Aspera in the name of our great kingdom in exchange for their freedom. They will prove the power of a second chance, just as the gods have given this nation a second chance. Long live Oshain. And the crowd begins to cheer and loudly repeating "Long live Oshain" kind of in chorus to him as he kind of raises his hands. And like a conductor, when he drops them, the crowd goes silent once more. Horus, for all his mistakes, did make one wise decision. The small convoy he sent to set up Oshain's first settlement on Aspera, he put a dear friend of mine in charge. I'd like to introduce all of you to Warden Cullen Black. You see, the kind of crowded seatings that you guys are in is mostly prisoners, but the first maybe quarter of it is knights and sailors that will be accompanying you on your journey. And in that first row stands up and walks to the front of the stage. Older gentleman with a broad nose and a broader mustache. Thick-rimmed glasses as he walks up and looks at you all. This, I'm putting it in NPCs now, is Cullen Black. Kind of looks around at all of you. You claim these people to be your heroes, to bring forth prosperity to Oshain, but you put so little trust in them that you keep them in chains? As he gives kind of like a prying side eye to Ryland, who looks aghast at this defiant statement. The two stare for a while before Black gives a loud and boisterous laugh, which Ryland follows suit. Black goes on to tell you a little bit more about what you can expect on the island, the dangers, and this one sentence he says in particular sticks with you. On the island, we live together, or we die alone. Those words kind of echo through your head as you are kind of guided away from the town. The town is going to continue this celebration, but it is not a celebration you will take part in. You have a job to do. You're prisoners. You can't be let loose in this city. What are you thinking? you're all kind of guided still in this sea of prisoners out of the city and to the vessel that will carry you all the way to Aspera. It is a legendary ship amongst the Oshain people that has been in circulation for many centuries. This is known as the Ark. You kind of, as you've exited the city, kind of headed towards the docks, you see this massive vessel before you. It does not work like a typical ship with sails sticking from the top. Instead, it is a conjoining of 10 floors to kind of create this massive ship that can hold up to 500 people on long journeys. The top of the roof is decorated with engravings depicting the 7 pillars, and its sails come from these pillars on the sides that eject out like wings on a bird to allow it to sail through. You are kind of starting to get split up from the rest of the prisoners as they undo the first few layers of chains, and you all find yourself being taken to cabin 082. One by one, you all kind of stroll in, still kind of a little, kind of adjusting to your surroundings, let's say. Maybe getting a read on each other. And eventually, none other than Warden Colin Black himself comes in to the cabin room. Oh dear. Men, take these chains off of these boys. And you see several knights following him come and we'll slowly one by one, as we introduce your characters, take your chains off. One of these in particular sticks out to you is his head guard, the only one not wearing a helmet being Sir Tyrus, and he's also going into NPCs. Let's see, as Warden Black begins flipping through his manifest of the ship. Who do we have here? Alexander Pyromane. Kobe, would you like to introduce your character as the warden looks upon you?
It's like, I don't answer to anyone. Not even you. Nothing but a bunch of murderers is all your house is. Your entire family. Who you work for. The state. Whether or not I did what I did is true. It was well deserved.
Let's see, what did you do once? What is it that you did? You tried to bomb a lord. He kind of chuckled a little bit. Who was it?
Lord Arthur.
Lord Arthur?
Lord Alfred.
Lord Alfred. Oh, I would have been quite upset if you had tried to bomb Lord Arthur. I'm quite fond of that man. And you failed on Lord Alfred?
They say I bombed him, but I digress. He was still a bastard.
You should have done a better job. That bastard still lives. As he kind of chuckles under his breath, and his guard kind of like, Sir, this man is a terrorist. As Tyrus looks down at him. Yes. Well, Alexander Pyromane, you are no longer a prisoner to this crime, whether you did it or not. I do not keep slaves. And he undoes your chains. Who is next? His eyes kind of crawl down the line. Brother Baker. Joseph, would you like to introduce your character?
Oh, yeah. Just a simple man. Just lives his life. Paladin, just going through the daily motions.
You seem a little nervous, Mr. Baker.
Yes, it's... I'm not used to being around people like this.
What do you mean, people like this?
Criminals, sir.
Brother Baker, you know you've been in prison for the murder of 8 people.
I didn't do it though. I keep to my own. Don't really make enemies or friends.
Oh, one of these guys. They're always innocent, aren't they, Tyrus? Tyrus again kind of gives them a look like, sir, this is serious.
Sir, I really didn't do it.
Okay. Whether you did it or not, you are one of our ranks and I will treat you as such. Welcome to the Ark, Brother Baker.
Thank you.
Alright. He kind of peers down. His eyes kind of widen a little at this one. Blade. That's an odd name. No.
Hello. My full title is Biomechanical Laser Actuated Decimation Executioner. But you can just call me Blade. Nice to meet you.
I think I will stick with Blade. That seems much more simple.
That's okay with me.
You're one of Horus's Warforged.
Yes, I regret to say that I've served the corrupt king for many years. But once he told me to kill those innocent civilians, I just couldn't do it anymore.
That's good to hear. We have plenty of innocent civilians on the island that we will need you not to kill.
I will not do it. I promise. I'm good now.
And again, you see his guard, Tyrus, he doesn't look at Black this time. The other two, he was mad that Black was making jokes about their crimes. Tyrus is just kind of staring you down, Blade. Like a dog that is in a defensive position right now. If he was making any noise, he'd be growling.
You seem troubled, Sir Tyrus. Is there a problem?
Yes, there is a problem. A machine that has been convicted for targeting civilians in times of war is now coming to the island where I and the people I care for live.
I see. You have nothing to worry about, sir.
We'll see about that. Shall I go on, Tyrus? Yes, sir. Release Blade's chains. Who is next? Grimby. John, would you like to introduce your character?
I think it's about time I've got these chains off, sir.
Certainly. He motions for one of the guards to go and take your chains off.
You know, whatever that paper says there, the truth is I was imprisoned for research. You people can bury your heads in the sand all you want, but this is progress.
Research? Is there a mistake on my papers here? It says you were picked up for grave robbing.
Grave robbing, necromancy, ring a bell.
Oh. You'll get quite well along with our native friends on the islands. They worship a god of death.
That's what you want to call it.
What would you call it?
I would call it progress.
Fair enough, Mr. Grimby. I will also say, I think you're the first goblin I've ever met.
Really?
Yes.
Well, nice to meet you. And Grimby's gonna stick out his hand for a handshake.
Black will smile greatly and shake your hand as well. That should be it. I don't think I missed anyone, did I?
Who's that guy over there?
You see Tyrus and Black, their eyes just kind of in unison slowly turn to the massive pile of stone sitting in the corner. See, covered in chains with a muzzle. Austin, would you like to introduce your character?
Yes, you see just this weird 10-foot pile of stones kind of groaning, mashing his back up against the wall. He's just kind of like looking at the rest of the group. Oh, what a wonderful massage!
Oh no.
The warden just begins chuckling. Oh, a comedian, I see. And let's see what... I'm sorry, Mr. Boygo, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Were you going to say something?
Oh, no, please, do not think anything of it, my dear peasant. King Oigo is just having a wonderful time on his yacht.
King Oigo. Quite a fanciful title for a man in chains.
Oh, chains are not chains, my dear boy. These are massaging ribbons from my skin.
We can remove them if you'd want. We don't want to chain down a king.
Oh, no, please let them stay on. They feel so good.
Okay. You can remain in chains if that's what you... Let's see, what led you to joining us here today, Oigo? And you see as he holds up the scroll, it slowly begins to unroll and fall further and further towards the floor as his eyebrows raise and Tyrus's face just becomes pure horror. Looking down. Oh, you've been quite busy, Oigo.
Our king must do many good deeds for his people.
It seems you're also not from Oshain. There's been records of you triddling all around the northern countries, originating in Jakar.
The Great Stone Kingdom should know no borders.
Christian is a war criminal!
Black's starting to get a little shaken up. Like, he wanted to come in here and have a good time with you guys. He doesn't want to treat you like prisoners, but Oigo's kind of a freak. Where are my manners? He kind of shakes himself. I should introduce the lady in the room. Boys of Cabin 82, I would like to introduce you to Scholar Amelia. I'll post her now. She will be Tarandale's newest representative from Jakar. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you all.
Hello. I suppose we could have met under better circumstances.
Oh, what a wonderful maiden you've brought your king.
When you were doing all of your introductions with Black, it's a smaller room, so she was kind of in the hallway waiting. As she comes in and she hears you talk, Oigo, she looks at you. A beast she has definitely never seen before. Oh my! I've never seen the likes of you. What race are you, Mr. Boygo?
Oh. Koiko just stares out into space. I am King Oigo.
She immediately scrambles for like a pen and paper and begins like jotting down notes about you before Black kind of clears his throat. Amelia, I thought you had something for the boys. Oh dear, yes. She begins once again rummaging through her rucksack. The Scholars of Jakar are a group of information seekers. When Aspera was first prophesized by our leader, we immediately knew we had no interest in taking it for ourselves, only finding out the secrets that lie within it. So we've made alliances with each of the kingdoms. They've provided us passage, we've provided them with resources. In exchange, we give each group of settlers a codex. She pulls out a strange black kind of leather strapped book. You've all seen this, but I'll go ahead and put it in game anyway. This is the Codex. The Codex is a book of magic, you can say. It's the magic that the Watcher produced distinguished several unique things across Aspera. 10 Lout tribes, the natives that are not aligned with the Asperans, 75 monsters, 25 magical plants, 25 magical minerals, and 15 ancient ruins. The Codex knows these things exist somewhere on the island, but to fully document them, we need someone to witness them firsthand and show the Codex what it is. Several requirements have to be met to register one of these things. For the tribes, you have to just live amongst them for a bit, get to know them, maybe help them out in some way and learn their culture. For the monsters, you must simply defeat or capture the beast. For the magical plants, and minerals, you must find whatever additional properties it has. Something strange about Aspera. These native plants and rocks seem to be much more than that. And then the ruins, you just simply must explore them. In exchange for completing this, the Watcher, and not even I know exactly what this entails, but the Watcher is promised a fortune beyond measure for completion of the Codex. She kind of looks around to see how you guys are taking that information.
Boy goes to sleep drooling.
Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, one of you, the book will bind to all of you. You just have to sign your name in the front, with the front panel. She's very nervous now, seeing Oigo just falling asleep during her speech that she practiced a lot. You just
Do not worry, Miss Amelia. We will complete your codex.
She kind of goes by one at a time and lets you all sign your name in the front. All you have to do is witness and do these things. Regardless of who does them, the codex will update itself. You just have to find these things. Which one of you would like to hold on to the book, though?
That Brother Baker guy seems trustworthy. Give it to him.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, give it to that guy.
I'll hold on to it for the time being.
Here
Thank
you go,
you,
Brother
ma'am.
Baker.
Thank you, man.
Oh, no problem, Brother Baker.
He's gonna bow down like when he's like grabbing the book from her.
Oh, she also, in a nervous state, bows down before you come back up, so your heads just kind of collide with one another. oh dear.
Oh, my apologies, ma'am.
I'll be in my quarters. If you want to learn more about the Codex, I believe I have something. A colleague of mine brought something back from his recent stint in Aspera to give to me. I'm trying to research it now to learn what properties it has. It's a small flower. If any of you want to investigate that with me, you're more than welcome to. As she kind of fumbles out of the room. Well, boys, I have a few more rooms to go speak with. Your cabin number 82 out of 200. The trip.
All of us.
Do what?
All of us are in cabin 82.
Yes.
And Grimby's just like nervously looking over at Oigo.
Yeah, Grimby, you begin to notice there are 5 beds in this decently small kind of room. Yes, the maximum load for the Ark is 500, but the recommended size is 250. We've had to squeeze some cabins together to make room. This trek needed to be worth it. Our current manifest is at 476 men and women.
I do not need a bed, for I do not sleep.
That's pretty cool. You gotta admit, Tyrus. Shut up! Tyrus just kind of storms out of the room. He's a good kid. He'll come around to you guys. Anyway, the trek to Aspera takes place at once. This will take us 3 seasons to get to the island. It is very, very far away. All of you would know that seasons are kind of this world's equivalent to our months. There are 7 seasons in each year, each season being comprised of 5 10-day weeks or 50 days. So it'll take you about 150 days of sailing to get to the island. Feel free to take some time to get to know one another. You will be working quite closely together. But we do not take freeloaders on this trip. Please, at some point, try to venture out and find some of the crew to help out. It'll be a long journey, and some hard work will certainly let the time go by a bit faster. Any more questions for me for the time being, boys?
Just see Alexander just spit at his feet.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
I feel like I've been rather pleasant to that boy. Well, I hope none of you get seasick. I'm sorry you didn't get a room with a window. As he steps out.
Yeah, dude.
And the 5 of you are alone. You can RP, get to know each other a little better, or if you want to go start looking for jobs, just let me know whenever you want to do that.
Hello. Hello there.
Yes, Baker.
Wasn't Blade
That's me.
biological Lithuanium? Yeah, you?
Pardon?
He's just gonna like kind of put his head down, and, like kind of walk away now, just like embarrassed.
All right.
Sorry,
Hello.
I asked.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
No.
Hello, Alexander.
What do you want?
Jeez, bro. Why are you so grumpy?
Just the lord that was supposed to be killed wasn't killed. The man basically murdered my father.
Oh, that sucks. Is that the guy you tried to bomb?
Yeah, they blamed it on me only because I'm the gunsmith's son.
Did you do it
You
though?
mean you
Come
didn't
on
do
now.
it?
It doesn't matter whether or not I did it. All that matters now is that the job wasn't finished.
Oh, what humorous vassals they've given King Oigo today.
What did you call me?
A vassal, are you dumb?
I'm a vassal to no one.
Where do you come from, strange rock creature?
Oh, small talk with the little folk. Oigo quite enjoyed this. What a wonderful vacation. I am King Oigo. You may now bask in my glory.
He's kind of like does a weird pose even though he's wrapped in shit.
I've never heard of you, King Oigo. Where do you come from? What are you king of?
Everything, silly. King Oigo is Oigo.
I see.
Everything the earth touches is Oigo.
Are we sure this man's okay?
No.
This
I think-
rock thing? I mean, what the hell is it?
Well, he's quite entertaining.
A king
that
must be
he's-
at service to his people. I'm quite a showman.
Well, I suppose he's mildly interesting.
Brother Baker,
Yes.
priest or bread?
Kind of a mixture, actually.
I don't understand.
I have the surname of my father, Baker, and I follow the Father Silex. I'm one of his brethren.
Okay.
So, do I call you brother or Baker?
I prefer Brother Baker.
Okay. Sounds good. How about you, Grimby?
What
Whoa.
are you asking me?
What? How did you end up in this situation?
How did I get here? Oh,
Where are you
well,
from?
Me and my group were pioneering in the field of necromancy, and I guess the big man didn't like that so much.
I see. Necromancy's cool. I dig it.
Well, thank you.
I see. I can't do magic because I'm a robot. But
Yeah, you're probably the strangest thing that I've seen since I got here.
that sounds pretty cool. Oh yeah. Disclaimer: I'm not a human.
Not a human.
I didn't want to freak any of you guys out, so I'm just putting it out there.
Wonderful!
I felt
A
we were
tinker
not
toy!
I felt we were not wanting to ask and be.
Yeah, it's cool. It doesn't bother me, man. I'm used to it.
Where did you come from? What made you? Who made you?
I was forged 7 years ago.
By
Corrupt
me!
king. No, a different king. You forged me in order to turn the tides of the Civil War. But then he ordered me to do the unspeakable and kill innocent women and children. Turns out it was a trap by the rebels, but they didn't believe me when I said I wasn't going to kill them.
Did you actually?
Well, no, there were no civilians, so I didn't kill any. I didn't want to either, just to be clear. I don't want to kill innocent people.
Well, go
I was gonna give him a thumbs up.
Well, Oigo created him, so he would know.
Oigo's a master of many things. Tinker Toy is just simply one of them.
And on that note, Grimby is going to leave to go.
Blade will follow.
Yeah.
Valentin will also follow.
I'm sorry, the laughter hit. Where you're going to do what?
He's gonna go kind of explore, look around.
Okay. Everyone can go ahead and open Owlbear in that case.
Cool.
So I messed up, and I did not give myself enough time to actually make this map that I needed to. So we're using like a pre-made one. This map was brought to us by Mr. Farland. Shout out to you. So there are only 3 levels on this. You can kind of imagine that the other 7 that are missing are just kind of cabins and whatnot. But you are all in there. You can travel between the 3 layers and do as you please. There are several people you can go talk to.
Aww.
Excuse me, Oigo.
You are excused.
I'm gonna go up to this guy that's like standing on the deck. I want the cannon doggun over here.
Okay. I will say this is not on the deck where you're kind of like in the... Oh, wait. Shoot. This... Okay. I just realized this actually is supposed to be the deck on the map. But you're not on the deck. This is like a few layers down. There are cannons basically on every floor. Let me pull up his stuff.
Everyone just surround this guy.
Yeah, everybody, quarter him,
I can talk
Let
to
him get away.
dog.
Yo, man, like, step down.
NPCs.
I mean, I saw the name Doggerin, and I said this has to be the most interesting person on this boat.
I mean... You're not wrong. This is... I'm putting Dogrin in SOA NPCs. You kind of walk up to Dogrin. Dogrin is kind of messing with these cannons. Ruff! None of them work! Ruff! Gotta fix all these cannons. Ruff!
Excuse me, sir.
Ruff! Who are you?
I am Brother Baker. I am a prisoner on the ship.
I thought they
We're not
released all the
prisoners anymore.
prisoners. Yeah,
Okay,
what
I'm a
that guy said.
sorry.
Oh
seven-
god, there's so many of you! Ruff!
Oh, sorry, man. Time for space, guys.
You look like you should use some help with these cannons.
Yeah. There's cannons on. Sorry, the voice is hard to do. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah! Yeah!
There's cannons on every floor, Raggy.
Dude.
There's cannons on every floor. But this ship hasn't seen war in many years. That could never be Dogrin. So I'm going and fixing them all, if in case there's a pirate attack.
What appears to be the problem?
They're just old and corrupted, rusted and loose in the wheels. Shouldn't take long. Not with an artillerist mechanic like me on the case. Ruff!
Did you use any help?
I could use up to 2 of you. But any more than that, and you'll just get in my way with all your questions. Woof!
Oh, it seems like
I
fun.
suppose I can help. My father was a gunsmith, but we never worked in artillery.
Oh,
It's probably just rusty. You could probably scrape some stuff off of it and it'll start working.
well, I'll definitely take this, sorry, what is your name, man in the blue hat?
The name's Alexander.
Nice to meet you. My name's Dogrin. Ruff! See, as Dogrin kind of reaches out to you, you thought like this thick bit of hair beneath his goggles was just like a really thick beard, but his hand is also very hairy.
Seems like you are a rather hairy individual.
It kept me warm in the wars.
Well,
I don't like to talk about it too much. That's why I wear all these thick clothing and these hides to hide my fur with these animals' fur. Roof?
what did you do during the war?
Oh, I bombed people, of course. A lot of people. In fact, I don't know why I'm not a prisoner like you guys.
I mean, Alexander here got thrown in prison for bombing people.
Oh,
You liked bombing people, huh?
you'll be great at rebuilding cannons then.
Did you enjoy the thrill? The
rest of-
grandeur of it all?
The rest of you go away. This is a job for me and Alexander alone.
Well, that's immediately disturbing.
Alright, we will come back to you and Dogman, Alexander. Let's let everyone kind of find whoever they're going to be working with.
Yeah, I was gonna go below Dick.
Brother and Oigo, you guys make your way down to the bottom. Where would you guys be going?
Go to the top.
All I go knows the smell of food.
Oh, you're going... You walk right by Tyrus as he kind of just like gives you a scowl as you hear a happy little dwarf singing in this back room of a kitchen. Are you just barging right into the kitchen? The doors are closed.
Yeah, Olga owns this ship, so he's gonna just barge in.
Yeah, you're right. My bad, I forgot. You are met by a startled bemusement of one head chef Doran, putting him in NPCs now. Oh, hey! I didn't expect any help down here this low on deck. Most people like to stay away from the kitchen. They like to be the ones eating the food.
I apologize for him just barging in, sir.
No, any friend, anybody on the ship's a friend if they want to come to the kitchen. Won't turn anyone away. And Doran offers you a tomato. There you go.
Oigo's gonna instinctually go to reach out of it. Can I do a strength check to see if we can just break out of these chains?
Yeah.
Pog. Well, not a first good roll for Oigo. 9.
That is not good enough to break out of the chains. You kind of like strain a little bit. Maybe because you've been in the chains for so long, you're... Wait, do you have muscles?
Oigo's got a lot of things.
That's... I didn't want to hear that. you kind of can't really get fully out, but a hand like pops out of the chains and kind of does whatever you want with the tomato.
Oh, a succulent red orb for Oigo.
He's gonna just smash it into his mask. His muzzle.
So we got Oigo, Boigo, and what's your name, friend?
It's it's Brother Baker.
Are you brother or baker?
Both.
Ah, my kind of guy.
Not brother to this man.
Oh, you guys have such a striking resemblance. Ha 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 ha!
I like this tiny one. He is amusing.
He kind of, you see when he walks, he doesn't really walk. He kind of like bounces between each leg individually. Both of them never touch the floor at the same time as he stumbles back over to the chopping table. He's chopping up a pig right now for a stew for dinner tonight. I could always use more help in the kitchen if you guys are looking for some work.
Yes, that's... I've only known bread. Is that okay?
Oh, certainly. We always love bread. What about you, Oigo? Any specialties?
Oh, do you have mutton?
We can certainly find some.
Splendid Oigos, please, tiny man.
Alright, we will come back to you guys. I believe Blade and Grimby have made their way to the deck of the ship.
Right.
Are you guys in front of who you would like to be talking to?
Yeah, Grimby immediately found the captain and decided it'd be fun to bother. I mean, help him.
Alright. You see, you kind of expected the captain behind the wheel to be this, this suave, force kind of leading this ship. But he's just kind of like asleep at the wheel. You have come across Captain Domino Ray.
Is he like sleeping like on the wheel or?
Yeah,
like, next?
Yeah, the boat is veering to the right currently as he's falling asleep.
Grimby's gonna like grab the wheel and try to straighten it back up, and then poke him on the back.
Oh. Are you the devil come for my soul?
Well, of course. It's 100 gold, or we will be leaving here with your soul.
Ah, but I've already sold my soul many times. Oh shit. Where'd my soul go?
Sorry to hear that, sir.
Wait. I'm not waking up. Oh, I am awake.
Yes, sir. You are the captain of the boat and asleep.
Ah, nice to meet you, sir. Captain Domino Ray, the best sailor in Titan.
I can tell. Nice to meet you.
What might your name be, small fellow?
Name's Grimby.
That's a marvelous cloak you have.
Thank you. I'm glad they let me keep it. I was worried when they imprisoned me back then that they wouldn't let me keep it.
Sorry yeah, let me restart that sentence. Sorry you had to catch me in such a unsettling predicament. Usually I do not fall asleep at the helm of my own ship. I also just realized where your place on the map actually isn't the wheel. It's this up here.
Yeah, true.
I didn't even notice.
They don't let me drink when I'm too close to the docks, so had to get a little further away first. This will get me right and cheery. And he pulls out a thing of fire whiskey, a small flask, and takes a big swig of it and offers to hand it to you.
Grimby will accept. And he'll have some.
So are you one of my crew, or are you one of the prisoners?
Well, we were told we're not prisoners anymore, but, you know, I guess if I wanted to leave, I couldn't.
Well,
But, yeah, I'm a prisoner.
Well, if you don't want to be a prisoner, what would you like me to call you?
You could just call me Grimby.
Oh, fair enough, Grimby. What brings you to the helm of my ship, the Grand Ark?
Well, the rock fellow made me uncomfortable, so I figured I'd go wander around and let's try to find something to do.
The Rock Fellow. Well, Grimby, you've come to the right place. He kind of walks away from the... He kind of whistles, and immediately, on a dime, a lower rung sailor slides down the mast and mans the... I know there's another word for it, but I'm just going to keep calling it the wheel, because I can't remember what it is. Come over here, Grimby.
Sure.
And he takes you to a kind of desk that's laid out on this upper level here. Shows you kind of a map of the seas, kind of the route that he plans to take to Aspera. This is my first time sailing to the island. The problem is, once we get a little closer, this trek is intended to be 150 days, 3 seasons. But we will cover 95% of the distance of the journey in the first 100 days. The last 50, we will find ourselves off the coast of Aspera in the Maelstrom Seas. Are you aware of these seas, Grimby?
Probably not. No, I've never heard of that.
The Maelstrom Seas are a horrid place. The waves, they twist and turn their tides, pushing you in and out, left and right. It's incredibly difficult to keep track in a specific direction. The sun barely shines across the cloudy storms, and neither do the stars, which makes it quite hard to navigate. So, I need an apprentice to help me find the stars that will guide us to Aspera. Do you think you have that in you, Grimby?
You need me to go stargazing?
Not stargazing. We must read the stars and listen to what they tell us. You see, a true sailor needs no map, needs no compass. He only needs the stars to guide him. As he kind of motions in the air and takes another swig of fire whiskey.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Well met, friend. And he pulls out a second flask and hands it to you.
Thank you. Grimby's kind of just gonna hold it awkwardly.
Alright. Blade, I see you've come up to Bosun.
Indeed.
Alright, let me get his stuff pulled up real quick. I guess I should explain this because it might change, like, if you want to come talk to him or not. Bosun is sitting on the, kind of towards the front of this ship, playing a lute, looking, hopeful. As he's kind of, like, singing to himself and playing a lute. Would you still like to approach him?
Hey, what's up, bro?
La da da, la da dee, la da da.
I made a mistake.
You have come across the hero bard, Bosun. Ah! My first encounter! What's your name, young robotic friend? Wait, robotic? Quite amusing. As he strums.
Indeed. My full title is Biomechanical Laser Actuated Decimation Executioner. But you can just call me Blade.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
Well met, Blade. Well met. I assume you're one of the prisoners.
Ex-prisoner, yes.
Oh, yes.
I've been
Sorry.
freed as of recently.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I was innocent, by the way. I didn't do anything.
Totally. We're cool.
Well, I did serve an evil king for 5 years, but
Oh,
anyways,
that's kind of fucked up, man.
isn't the best.
Any king is an evil king, as far as I'm concerned. Kings and rulers hold down, but heroes stand up. I'm joining this trek to Aspera to find great heroes to write tales about, to make songs. He kind of strums his lute again. Do you think you could help me venture around the ship and find a great hero?
Sure.
Splendid.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So we have Blade with Bosun, the hero bard, Grimby with Captain Domino, Alexander with Dogrin, and Brother and Oigo with Chef Doran. I will say, if whoever you go with, this is basically going to be the person you're working on for the entire trek. You're not going to... This will be like the kind of mini quest you do. So if anyone wants to change who they're with now and go talk to someone else, you can.
Yeah, I think I might do that.
I
Should I
think
do that
Grimby's
now?
staying with Domino because he's too afraid that this man's gonna wreck us into a rock.
Alexander, I assume you're...
Alexander's pretty fond of Dogran right now.
Roof! Brother and Oigo, you guys sticking with Doran?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Dude's hilarious.
Alright, Blade. You got a few other options. You got Scholar Amelia, who said she had information, wanted to do more research on a bit of the, on a bit of a flower from Aspera that could help with the codex. You have Dr. Ophelia, and then you have two people in the bottom deck. You have Boyd and Sir Tyrus, who you met earlier.
I kind of like the looks of Boyd down there. So, it looks interesting.
Alright. Let me move this down here. You kind of come into this larger room. You see there's about 10 to 15 prisoners in here, kind of huddled all together. And when you come in, they all kind of jolt, and the first man that comes around is this man, Boyd Summers. Change the stream. Hey, what do you want?
Hello. I'm a robot man. My name is Blade. I'm just wandering around the ship.
Oh, guys, we got a violent robot here. You must be a prisoner, huh?
I was, yes.
Can you
Are-
believe?
Are you a prisoner?
Yeah, we're all prisoners here on this boat. This
Oh,
one
yeah.
in black thinks he can just boss us around and do whatever. Well, I come from a crime family in the capital, and we wouldn't take this shit for a second. I'm pretty high up around there. So I've gathered the boys here, my fellow prisoners. We're gonna overthrow these bastards. We're gonna throw a mutiny on this boat, turn it around, and all the prisoners are gonna take back the capital.
The whole capital of Oshain?
Yeah.
How many
in?
people do you have?
With you, 18. But there's 497 people on this boat. They can either join us or die. We just need to get some weapons. That's where you come in.
Where are weapons on this ship?
There's an armory hidden on this deck, but it's locked. We need a stealthy guy to go break into it and get us some swords so we can go kill the gods.
Holy shit.
It's a mutiny, Blade. Are you in or are you out?
This is a big decision here.
Look, if you're a little unsure about killing, that's fine. All you gotta do is get us the weapons and we'll kill the first few guards. And then people will start to fall in line with us.
You're just killing the guards, right? None of the prisoners.
Anyone else who gets in the way, they might die. Who knows?
Oh,
That chef was pretty rude to me last night at dinner. Didn't give me extra gruel. Or extra stew. Sorry. So I might go stab him a little bit. Yeah? So what? We're better than them, Blade. That's why we're throwing a mutiny.
See, I'm trying to clear my name with the old capital. This may not be the best course of action for me. I've got a got a lot on my plate right now.
What better way to clear your name than to take control of the capital? I just don't see what your issue with this is. It's a pretty straightforward plan, Blade. We're gonna take the swords, kill the gods, and take the capital.
I like your spirit, but this doesn't seem very well thought out. I don't believe you could take over a capital with this many men.
We'll
just
get
is
more.
unreasonable.
Yeah, get out of here, Blade. Oh, wait,
See you later.
Oh wait, shit! We can't let him go. He knows about the plan. Blade, you've kind of left the room, and then that dawns on Boyd as him and his big prisoner friend start walking at the door after you. Are you gonna do anything?
Shit.
Get back here, robot man.
Blaze just gonna run upstairs. I guess I'll actually I'll just go to the second floor. He'll meet up with Alexander and Dogger.
Roof.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Blade, how are you found anything interesting?
A few things, yes. But what are you up to?
Just helping Dogren with his cannon.
I see. Keep up the good work, son. I'm gonna make my way.
Is there a problem? Oh. Well.
If a bunch of scary looking dudes come up here looking for me, I went to the top deck.
Roof. Blade.
Oh.
If you're having issues, you should go talk to Sir Tyrus.
That's a good idea.
What do these men want?
To kill all the guards and take over Oshain.
Roof. That's me.
With just this ship? Unbelievable. They'll never even make it to the harbor.
That's what I was saying. But anyways, I guess I'll go talk to that Tyrus guy. Then he's gonna go back downstairs.
You see, give me a stealth check as you go by, because Boyd and his men are out here looking in the crates, assuming you hid somewhere in one of these.
It's gonna be an 8.
I guess I need it. Where's the dice?
Wait, do you still have your like chainmail equipped? So you have disadvantage?
Yeah,
No.
I originally did a 13. Now it's 8.
Okay. Wait, are we wearing our armor and stuff right now? No.
No, you.
Oh,
don't have
yeah,
any of
I'm
the
not-
starting
so then-
equipment.
So then I got a 13.
Okay, then you actually beat him. He got a 11 on his perception.
Sweet.
Got
Wait,
you,
do I-
buddy.
Is that a robot I hear? Yeah, nah, it can't be that. Blade, you kind of come down. You see Oigo and Brother in this back room having a merry time cooking with the chef. You see Tyrus is kind of sitting here playing cards with some of his knights. What do you want, machine?
I have valuable intel that you'll find much use of.
I'm sure I will.
Do you know a man by the name of Boyd?
He kind of, as you say this, Tyrus kind of puts his cards on the table and rubs his brow. Looks like he's trying to increase his forces. Yes, Warden Black is aware of the mutiny, but he's said my solution of taking him out before he grows is not the answer, that we can't attack the ex-convicts. We have to learn to work with them. And that I'm not to do anything about Boyd until he does something to us.
I see. I have an idea.
What's that?
I will help this Boyd character into the armory. And then, once he steals the weapons, that will give you a reason to kill him and his prisoner friends.
Of course you want to go with the more violent option, Blade.
Well, he does kind of want to kill all of you and take over the capital.
That is fair. How do I know you are not just doing this so when I see you breaking into the armory, that I'll think you're on our side when you're really doing this to get them the weapons?
You can swap out the weapons with fake ones that break on impact, or something like that. I don't know. Just an idea.
Quite a good idea, Blade. Alright. Blade, it looks like you've joined our ranks for the time being.
It's an honor, sir.
He kind of gets up and is going to shake your hand and then just goes back and puts the cards up. Come on, boys. Let's get to work. Alright. So we'll just go in reverse order of or we'll just go in the order of you guys, how you found, which one of you found your partner, and we'll do that. But I need to use the bathroom to get a drink, so let's take a little break. We'll be back at 7:15. And I will mute us from the stream.
So yes, sir. I don't see smilers. I don't see any smilers.
Hi, YouTube.
Viewers, beware, you're in for a scare.
We are back.
Isn't that the Goosebumps thing?
It's ours now.
It's ours. Ow.
Alright, I need to actually finally update this. It still says chapter 0.5 from the other night.
The Descent.
How embarrassing.
Ah,
Chapter 1. The
new streamer.
cabin.
So Grimby is in a great position to take the ship and wreck it into something if he really wanted to.
Yeah, you have a lot of bodies for yourself to use.
Please don't.
Yeah, we wreck the ship and killing all of us first session.
We have to make new characters immediately.
No, Oigo can swim. That was in his character fun fact.
Oigo's a rock who can swim.
So rock. I can see you being used as
What
an
is it?
anchor right now.
Is he like hollow and filled with air? Like, what's
That's why Oigo's so horrifying. You think he'd sink, but he's an excellent swimmer.
His muscles are just enough to
So
keep him
basically, Oigo's made of rock, but he's actually hollow in the inside so that there's air so that he doesn't sink.
Oigo is Oigo. He is an enigma.
Well, he's a king.
Yeah, now you're getting it.
Oh god.
They did. This rock king is just buoyant. Actually, immune. You have to fight.
A good king must not be able to sink.
You can't sink me.
Alright. Alright, Alexander. Sorry, let me preface this. A good bit of time has gone by since you first met each of your, people you'll be working with. Alexander, it's been a couple of weeks. You and Dogren have been going up through each level. There's several cannons on each level, and they require about half a day's work each one. So you guys have been getting to know each other. Dogren's been telling you some stories of his escapades in the wars. The only war you're aware of is the Civil War recently, so you're kind of confused what he's been saying by the wars. But anytime you ask him about it, he just kind of barks and laughs it off. Alright, Alexander. Go ahead and screw this one in over here. It looks like we have a loose swivel.
I'll just get that real quick. And there.
Ah, very well done. Ruff! You really do know your way around some artillery.
Well, it helps already knowing guns.
Ah,
Just gotta upscale it.
that you do. You'll make a fine artificer. Have you ever...
So.
Sorry, go ahead, Alexander.
So, how many of these wars have you been in?
Oh, every day's a war when you have a mind like ours, Alexander. Ruff!
I suppose so.
He kind of looks at... But anyway, have you ever shot one of these cannons, boyo?
No?
We're getting closer. We're getting further away from the warmer climates. It will revert again and become warm once we get closer to the island, but the seas are getting a little colder after these days. I think I see an iceberg in the distance if you'd like to take some target practice.
Absolutely.
Alright, go grab us a cannonball, boyo.
Alright, and here you go.
No, Alexander. I'm teaching you. And he kind of pulls the cannon back. Go ahead and load her in, son.
Alright. And then you just, I forget what it's called, but when they like just stuff the cannonball in.
Yes, boy. Just like that. Alright.
Alright, I think it's loaded.
Oh, there we go. 3 o'clock on the open seas, my boy. You see that out there?
I see.
Kind of like a small little iceberg out in the distance.
I spot it.
Why don't you go ahead and try to take a shot at it, my boy?
Alright. Then I go ahead and light the fuse.
Alright. Give me a D20 roll.
It's a 12.
The cannon has a +6. So 12 plus 6 is 18.
18.
You shoot it out, and it smashes straight into the iceberg with a great boom. Shards of ice go flying everywhere as Dahlgren begins to jump all over you. Aye, my boy! Good shot, good shot!
Oh
Alright.
God, that explosion was exhilarating.
I know, wasn't it? Much bigger than any of these firearms that these landlubbers be walking amongst themselves with. Bombs are the future, guns are the past.
I like the way you think, Dogrin.
You know, Alexander, when I get to Aspera, they've assigned me a role, stalking the armory, researching new weaponry. Perhaps I could take an apprentice, whenever you have the time.
Well, if I ever run into you, Dogrin, I'm at your service.
Rolf! You want to shoot it again?
Yes?
You guys go about shooting them a little more. Go ahead and roll me another d20.
It was 6, so then 12.
12's not going to do it. You kind of missed the next iceberg you guys come across. Oh boy, that one's not
Damn.
going to do. He starts to kind of guide you. You have to hold it like you mean it. You have to understand the force that you're holding here. This is a weapon of great destruction.
I see. I'll try again.
Go ahead and try again.
Three.
Well, maybe it will take a little longer. Beginner's luck before, we'll call it. You guys continue to do this for the first couple of seasons. About 100 days, you and Dahlgren go around fixing the cannons, and you gotta test them out, make sure they work, you know. Later on, you guys have gotten out of a colder climate. You've become in a more tropical land once more, and you're shooting palm trees, and by the end of it, you're sniping coconuts off of palm trees from half a mile away. And he's very proud of you. I believe these cannons might be strong enough to scare off a god of the sea. What a marvel of engineering.
Indeed it is.
Well, I believe that's all of our cannons, boyo. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Dahlgren, for teaching me.
And for helping Dahlgren restock and replenish the artillery, your reward is you are now proficient in Tinker's tools, which I think you already had, so that one's kind of useless. But you are also now proficient in cannons. So when you fire this cannon, you'll add your proficiency bonus when making the attack roll. So instead of a +6, it'll be a +8.
Epic.
Alright. Who is next? Oigo and Brother. Similar thing. You guys begin helping out Chef Doran. Pretty much every day you guys get up, Oigo and Brother, and you guys come down here and help him out. About a few weeks in, you come down and you see him kind of in a frenzy. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Chef, what's the problem, sir?
Oh, one of the sous chefs. They forgot to recool the carrots. They're going to expire. And he motions towards a gigantic barrel of carrots. I can't just let all this food go to waste.
Do not worry, little tiny man. Oigo and his royal advisor brother will eat all these carrots for you.
Well, I was thinking more if we could come up with some recipes for them together. But I guess if you insist. He's kind of nervous, eyes darting to brother, like, help this situation. This thing scares me.
Hey, Oiko, let's learn to cook a little bit more than just stew.
Oh. Yes, perhaps we should throw a grand feast centered on this strange, bright angular
Orange, and Oigo kind of holds up a carrot with one of his hands.
Make another strength check to see if you've broken out of your chains yet after 2 weeks.
Oh wait, that's a strength save. Let me just redo that. That's still good. Yeah, dirty 20.
You actually had not done it up until this point, and when you walk over there, brother, you just see Oigo flex on the chains, like every single one of them de-links to the chain it's connected to as they just kind of fall on the floor around him, and he picks up a carrot.
Oh my.
So, little tiny man, what shall we do with these carrots?
Chef Doran, actually, I bake a mean carrot cake.
Oh, that would be perfect. We have so many carrots, we can give all of the men a treat. We're coming up on our halfway point of our journey. Actually, no, I just said it's been 2 weeks. We can just celebrate being in the open seas. Alright, Brother Baker. I've never been much of a baker myself. God, his voice just keeps changing. I'm just gonna go to a normal voice so I quit fucking it up. I've never been much of a baker myself, brother. More of a cooking type. Perhaps you could lead the way for me and Oigo here. We could learn a thing from the baker.
Yes, I must. Well, we need to start off with some simple sugar. Sugar and wheat to make the initial dough.
Alright. Chef Doran kind of bounces left and right foot over to the corner and starts digging for it through several like large sacks for some sugar. You know, I knew a stripper in the capital named Sugar. He was quite a fancy.
I stay away from those types. They seem wrong.
Mr. Oigo, do you think you could grab this bag for me?
Of course, little tiny man.
Yeah, Oigo's just gonna casually grab the epic bag.
This is a very large bag of sugar, and Oigo just kind of throws it over his shoulder with not a care in the world and drops it down. Alright, brother, walk us through.
Oigo, can you actually start cutting some carrots for us? We have quite a lot.
Of course.
You see Oigo just casually grab a carrot and just smash it against the counter.
Hello?
Enough.
Oh, my Discord cut out for a second. When you smash this carrot, give me a nature check.
You know how a man breaks a bottle over like a counter? He did that with. He's trying to. He's just doing this with a carrot.
I think his Discord cut out again.
Yeah, it did for a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Give me a nature check when you try to smash this carrot like a bottle.
A nature check? Okay.
I don't know. What else would it be?
I got a 13.
You smash this carrot, and you actually get kind of slices. It breaks apart. Continue.
Wonderful.
Yes. We could add the wheat, the sugar, and those carrot pieces he's pulling out for us. Mix all those in together. My father had a strange recipe that allowed the dough to get like a nice rise, and it was like he called it baking soda. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Oh, certainly, boy.
Oh yes.
Chef
put
Doran kind of digs around, and I believe this is it. It's not something I use too often. Remember, I'm not a baker myself, so I'll leave you in charge of this one.
It's just nice sprinkle it too, and like he's gonna like take and like kind of like tap it like 2 times, like kind of heavily, to, like throw it in there. And then finally the eggs. And he's gonna bust 3 eggs apiece, and
brother, you get down to your last egg. You need 1 more for the recipe to be complete, and you realize it's not in the container. This egg will make or break if this cake is any good or not. And you turn around, and Oigo is holding the egg, kind of.
Oh, what a strange creature.
Oigo is pondering the egg.
Oigo, may I borrow that from you, please?
No, it is Oigo's creature.
To Oigo, that creature you're holding is the final piece to the puzzle. To our art.
Oh, Oigo does fancy himself an artisan. What should Oigo do?
You see this pan?
Yeah.
If you tap it lightly on the side. Oh damn it! I shouldn't have said that.
You did, dude. Oh,
Pull the 2
not-
ends apart, and it'll rest easy in this canvas.
oh, of course. This is child's play to Master Chef Oigo.
And Oigo is, in quotations, going to gently crack the egg against the side of the pan.
Give me a sleight of hand at disadvantage.
That's not. Gonna be an 11.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, you're just cracking an egg. So yeah, you crack it, slide that yolk into the bowl. All is well, brother. Your cake has been saved.
Oh, thank you, King Oigo, for your masterful work. And now we must mix. And brother's just gonna mix up all that until it's just kind of a big blob, and portion it out to about five carrot cakes.
Nice. All right.
And then
All right, boys. Let's put them in the oven.
while those in the oven, we can start on the next 5, and the next 5 after that, until we run out of the carrots that are gonna go bad.
All right. Joseph, roll me a D100.
Oh jeez, wait, can I do that in D&D Beyond or no?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. 77.
You guys make 77 carrot cakes in total before you run out of carrot. A grand feast is held. There's a large cafeteria that is just the entirety of one of the floors. And all the people are gathered, all eating carrot cake. Everyone... It took like several days to get through all of these carrots and bake all these cakes. You've been kind of preserving them throughout that time. The first few weeks that have gone by, there's been a lot of tension between the prisoners and the ex-prisoners and the crew / knights. Kind of unsure about this relationship, but now because of these cakes, you see people are breaking bread together. They're laughing and getting along. Weirdly enough, you even see Blade and Tyrus sitting together. Blade obviously not eating, as he is a robot. But nonetheless. Chef Doran comes up to you two. Look at all the happiness you've brought these people.
Just wants my heart to be able to bake again.
It's the least King Oigo could do for such lowly peasants.
We thank you for your service, King Oigo. He kind of chuckles. We don't deserve you.
You really, really don't.
Oigo isn't actually eating a carrot cake. Oigo's been collecting all of the eggshells and just has them in a giant bowl and he's just popping them in his mouth like a snack.
That's So gross. Give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you get salmonella.
18.
Okay. You're actually pretty good. Like, you can handle some raw egg. You guys continue to help Chef Doran throughout your travels to Aspera, and both of you can add to your inventories your reward, which is... No, there it is. Cook's utensils, and you can add proficiency to Cook's utensils, the both of you.
Oh, cool. Ooh.
Alright. Up next is Grimby. Grimby, similarly, a couple of weeks have gone by. Captain Domino has been coming and getting you in the middle of the night to show you how to read the stars. How his father sailed and how his father before him sailed. You're starting to get the idea that Captain Domino, aside from his crude, kind of messy appearance, is actually incredibly competent, and the men who operate this ship under his command have a lot of respect for him. You and Domino are currently on the deck of the ship one late night. It's probably like 2 or 3 a.m. at this point, as he's showing you the stars and telling you about how the constellations point in certain directions. You see, Grimby, or what voice was it in from? You see, Grimby, this is called the Stars of Osiris. It's in the shape of a snake the head is always pointing south, which is our direction we'll be traveling. As long as we can keep our eyes on this constellation, it is the most important of all of them. Grimby, wake up. No more going to sleep on the job.
I didn't, Captain Domino.
Ah, I see. The boy has fallen in love with the stars.
Thank you for teaching me about stars, Captain Domino.
No problem, Grimby. I like to be of use where I can. You see, sailing's the only thing I know, but I won't really be able to go back to the old world once we get to Aspera. This ship is meant to stay as kind of a long-standing vessel until the next pilgrimage is needed. So I don't really know what I'll do once we get to the island, so I'm glad I can be of service while I'm here.
I did not realize the whole crew was coming and staying.
Yes, 476 men and women being added to the pool of Terrendale. My niece lives there, actually, so it'll be quite nice to reunite with her.
Well, I could imagine.
Did you tell Domino what you did to become a prisoner?
No.
Okay. So, Grimby, we've been spending a lot of time together. I have to ask, what actions did you take to lead you to this ship?
Well, Domino, seems like you're asking me how I ended up in prison.
Yes. Don't worry. I feel like I've come to know you quite well, Grimby. I don't intend to judge. It's just a curiosity from one friend to another.
Alrighty, fair enough. I haven't really been shy about it with others. Do you know of necromancy?
Ah, raising the dead.
Correct. Me and the group I came from were researching necromancy, and that was not looked on lightly by the police.
Ah. Yes. Men often to turn their nose at things they do not understand, Grimby.
Clearly they did. They pillaged and destroyed most of our research, as a matter of fact, and I haven't been back to the site since they drug me off.
Do you intend to continue this research?
Definitely. Hopefully the law will not bother me once we're at this new location. But I will basically be starting over. It's as if they burnt down a library.
Ah, I see. I would be quite careful if I was you, Grimby. Even if you're in a new land, the ideals hold strong throughout Oshain. There will be times and places where you might be able to conduct your research, but I would be quite secretive about who you tell about these sorts of things.
I suppose.
Maybe the stars can guide you to a new library.
Hopefully.
Some more time goes by, and you guys are kind of talk and drink together every night as you study the stars and continue charting your course for the next day. Eventually, as the seasons go by, you get closer and closer to the island. You begin to find yourself in the Maelstrom Seas. And on the boat, the reason they're so deceptive is it doesn't feel any different. The waters are a little rougher, but on a boat this big, you would never feel it. But you come to understand what he was talking about. The very few glimpses of stars you can get through the rainy clouds each night are pointing in wildly different directions every time, as you guys have to recourse the ship every time. It's a grueling few months, but with Captain Domino guiding you and you aiding him in any way possible, you two get through the Maelstrom. You two begin to work your way through the Maelstrom Seas. And as your reward for helping Captain Domino, you can add to your inventory and become proficient with navigator's tools.
Alright.
Last but not least, we have Blade. You there?
Yeah.
So you and Tyrus have kind of worked out this thing that you would kind of be the inside man for Boyd and his boys. You went back at some point and talked Boyd into letting you into the rebellion. And each night, you and Tyrus have been taking some of the weaponry from the armory and kind of altering it to make it weaker. You're making the blades duller. You're making the weapons misfire more. You're doing a lot of things to make a certain section of the weapons worse. Obviously, you don't want to make all of them bad. One night, this is a few weeks after you've aligned quote unquote with Boyd. You and Tyrus are in the armory together. I know this is beds in this room, but we're calling this the armory, by the way. The last knight that was with you is kind of dozed off, and Tyrus sent him on his way, saying that him and you could finish up the rest of the weapons. This will be your last night altering these. You've gotten about a dozen, or about 2 or 3 dozen weapons doled up for all of his men. And you and Tyrus are just kind of sitting there working in silence. Are you saying anything to him?
So, Tyrus, how did you end up in this position?
Well, I was a young man 7 years ago when the first convoy went to Aspera. I was a part of those first few, just a young knight recruit. And I didn't really have much of a father figure, but Warden Black took me in and has kind of guided me along my way. He has seen to my training, and I have worked very hard to get where I am.
I see.
It certainly
Good for
was,
you, Tyrus.
It certainly was not without its motivations, and he pulls a little locket out of his armor, kind of attached to a necklace, and removes it and hands it to you.
Okay.
He's not giving it to you, he's just showing it to you. It's like a image locket. You open it up, Blade.
Oh, I see. He clicks the button.
You kind of pop it open and you see a little illustration of a woman and a young girl. On that first convoy, I met a woman, and we fell in love. And now she awaits me, having not seen me for nearly a year. This is why I've been apprehensive to bringing you and the other ex-convicts over, because despite my resistance to you at first, Blade, you've shown that you are an honorable man, but there's others on this boat, like Boyd, who aren't, and it worries me bringing them right to the nest of where the two most important people to me reside.
Don't worry, Tyrus. We'll take care of them. I'll get you back to your wife and child.
I apologize for my attitude to you when we first met. And you see Tyrus actually takes a knee and kind of like bows to you. Forgive me, Blade.
I understand. I would be scared of a robot man as well.
He chuckles. You guys finish up the blades and go on your way. The next day, you you meet with Boyd to bring him the weapons. I'm gonna move you over here to this room. And they're just kind of in there having a meeting. You can approach the scene however you want.
Hello, Boyd. I've returned.
Ah, Blade. You got the goods?
The armory has been unlocked, and there are no guards nearby. They are open for the taking.
Excellent, excellent. Let's go get these weapons.
Lead the way, Boyd. This is your mission, after all.
That's right. I'm the boss. Dumb robot. Boyd and his little posse head over to the armory. He kind of peeks around. I'm just going to move these guys up here, because they're not supposed to be there. Boyd kind of makes his way into the armory, and they begin dispensing all the weapons. Here you go, Blade. And he throws you the flimsiest, shitty little dull sword you've ever held in your life. You ready to kill some pigs?
Let's do this thing.
As they come out, Tyrus, surrounded with about twice the number of men as Boyd, comes down. Ah! Just who I was looking for, the best person to skewer first. Get him, Blade!
Will do. Then I'm going to... Well, I guess I don't have any of my actuals. Okay, I'm gonna stab Boyd with the flimsy blade.
What the... Oh, Blade, that's not going to work. Here, take this. And he hands you his sword.
Thanks. Then I'm gonna stab him again.
I've been betrayed by my own dumb robot. Oh. Well, I didn't think you were just gonna go kill him.
Oh, I thought that's what we were doing.
I know. I thought there'd be a little more mystique to it. It's fine. Blade.
I just get down to business. You know me.
Why don't you try to threaten those ones over there? See if they'll give up without a fight.
Hey, give up, you prisoners.
Make me a intimidation check.
12.
I'm gonna say that's good enough. They're really dumb and weak. They were following Boyd, so they just kind of drop their weapons and back up. The few of them that do resist are handled by Tyrus's knights. And Tyrus comes up at the end to give you a handshake. Thank you again, Blade. You're an honorable man.
Thank you, sir. Anything for the settlement.
He shakes your hand, and as a reward for helping, you can put in your inventory and gain access to Smith's tools. And get proficiency with them, if I didn't say that. Alright. It has been about... It's been about 2 seasons now. You only have about 50 more days to go until you have made it to Aspera. You become quite friendly with the people you've been working with, but in a lot of ways, to each other, you're still just kind of roommates, except for maybe Baker and Boygo. And then one day, Warden Black calls you to his office. Sorry, just getting things rearranged and getting the music changed. Boys. How have you liked your time upon the Ark?
It's been wonderful, sir.
Oh, yes. Oigo has much enjoyed this vacation thus far.
Vacation, Oigo. We're gonna have to do something about that. My men work. Grimby, Alex, Baker.
Oh, yes, it's been quite enjoyable.
I suppose it's been great.
Be back behind the oven once again.
Well, I actually have a different sort of job for you today. You see, some of the storage boys have been noting there's been a strange noise in the bottom deck. The bottom deck is where we only keep our far down the line provisions for if something tragic was to happen and we were stranded at sea for a long time. It has not even been accessed since we left Oshain. The boys on the floor above just have said they've been hearing water running. We're worried there might be a small leak. So I'm sending you boys to go patch it up.
Have you sent others before us, or we the first?
You would be the first. All of the people you've been working with, Tyrus, Dogrin, Doran, and Domino, have all spoken very highly of you. You've really turned yourselves around since the boys that I met.
Thank you, sir.
Well, head down to the armory before you're ready to go, and we will get you suited up in case there's any pests that made their way in while we were in Oshain that have been living down there on the rations.
Right away, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oigo, Grimby, brother, anything else?
Did you try the carrot cake the other day?
He gives you a big smile. Yes, it was quite delicious.
Oh,
It must be the extra stones I put in it.
What?
Oigo's walked off.
I was almost upset hearing I didn't get any of the carrot cake, but now I'm okay with that.
You would have had some carrot cake.
Oh, I did?
Thanks.
If you
Is that-
want, like, everyone would have had access to it, yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
also, can I ask why everyone left through a wall? There's a door right here.
Let's be real. Oigo definitely would have just walked through the wall.
You make your way down to the armory, and Tyrus is actually manning it today. Blade! How's it going, friend?
Very good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Oh, you're with the other ex-prisoners, I see. As he kind of eyes you all down.
They are trustworthy, I promise. Except for that strange man.
Oh, prisoner.
Oigo just like tries his best to do a quotations gesture.
I love this make-believe.
So, Warden Black has alerted me of your mission. Just going down and checking the basement shouldn't be a problem. But you should be armed nonetheless. You've all proven that you can be rather trustworthy. Some of you more than others, and he kind of nods at you, Blade, and winks. Feel free, look around the armory, take what you think you might need. One at a time, you guys can come through and describe what you took as your starting equipment, like your weapons or armor or anything else you might have taken. Spellfolk guy. I'm gonna run and use the bathroom while you guys do that.
Austin, I have a question. How do you change your dice, like digital dice on D&D Beyond?
You go to
Okay.
change sheet appearance, I think. Nope, that's not it.
See, I believe it is. Yeah, you go to collections, and then it'll be under My Dice.
Collections? Where the hell is collections?
It's on D&D Beyond.
The first little thing.
Oh.
Oh yeah, my dice.
Oh. Poggers.
So while we're
You
doing
can't
this,
say that on here.
Oh,
you can't
sorry.
say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pogger.
Oh, great.
Well,
Well,
you can
great
say
guys,
that.
we're banned.
You can't say the other one, right?
Permaban from Twitch.
Nice one. Oh, it's cute.
Well,
Oh.
while we're doing this, Oigo is going to help himself first into the inventory, and he is going to take a great axe. You see him shove some javelins into his pants, and most ominously, you see a boomerang.
All right, cool.
Tyrus kind of gives you an eye when you pick up the one lone boomerang that him and Blade definitely just left in there as a joke for when Boyd and his men came through.
You see Blade walk up, and he grabs two short swords and a little flintlock pistol, attaches it to his hip. Oh, and he puts on chainmail.
Nice. Did you take the palm pistol or the normal pistol?
Just a normal one.
Okay.
Okay. I don't really know what most of this is, but I'll take this nice thing and this little chainmail, and I'll take some of those little sticks over there with the spears on the tip. I think Oigo called them javelins.
No, they're toothpicks.
Oh, I'll take about 5 toothpicks then, please. And just in case that lovely little round thing, the handle.
What?
Even I'm confused on that way. What?
A shield?
What's Brother Baker's intelligence?
You didn't come from a place where you fought. All he did was bake every day.
I
You
think-
should know what these are.
I just feel like he would. You know what? You do you.
He lived
you
a
know,
simple
You
life.
know what? You're
He
right.
lived
Yeah,
a simple
Baker shouldn't
life.
know what weaponry is. It's just a big pizza. It's like those things you bake pizzas on.
Oh, it's a pan for
baking.
pizza?
It's a pizza pan, yeah.
Oh, I'll take that then.
And the last two of
Yeah.
you, Grimby,
See Alex.
Alexander.
See Alexander walk in. It's like, a fine weapon. He grabs a musket, and then he takes a light hammer and then a dagger with some scale armor.
Grimby just puts on some like light protective armor underneath his treasured robe, and grabs a rod.
Ooh, a rod. By the way, Kobe, just because I had your stat sheet pulled up earlier when I was seeing what tools you were proficient with, when you do your inventory, you have to actually go into your inventory now and equip the things.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So you're... Oh, you just had them unequipped because you didn't get them yet. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because it's still saying 12 AC. It should be higher.
It says 16 for me.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Fair enough.
I mean, as long as it's right on
Refresh
your
it.
end, that's fine. I just didn't want you to get
Oh, yeah. I didn't refresh. There we go.
murdered.
Yeah, now it should say it.
Okay. Alright. Anything else from the armory, you guys?
Blade grabs a dagger on the way out.
Oh yeah, Grimby also grabbed a couple of daggers.
Pog. There's just like a bucket by the door with a little sign that says "Don't forget your dagger" on the way out.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll move you to the bottom deck map.
Oh,
This was a map provided by friend of the show, Rachel. Shout out to her.
Thanks, Rachel.
Let's go.
Many thanks, Rachel.
You kind of come down, and everything's very dark down here. Do any of you have dark vision?
Does Oigo have dark vision?
Yes, Grimby
No.
does.
No.
Oh, I do, yeah. Yeah, Oigo can
Grimby's
see
got
in the dark.
60 feet of dark vision.
So, Grimby, Oigo, Blade, do you?
Would that be under proficiencies in languages?
It would be.
It would be under your passive.
Above it,
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
where it
no,
says
where it
senses.
senses.
Oh no, I don't.
Okay. So I will reveal a little bit more of the map, but no, if you don't have dark vision, this is all you're basically seeing right now. Aside from those lit up areas further on.
Can I light a candlelight? Oh wait, never mind. Damn, I'm gonna grab a candle.
As you kind of get down here, you're starting to hear. You realize that they were right. There is a leak. Sorry, I should have said this out the gate. You step into about 1.5 feet of water when you come down here. As you're kind of sloshing around, you hear kind of water running in from down the boat, kind of trickling in, but it's on the other end of where this entrance was. And you can all give me perception checks.
New dice, let's go.
19, baby.
Oh, wait, why is my perception so
Also
low?
19.
Nat 20, but -2, so 18.
I think you all passed then. Anyone who got over a 14, you hear kind of scratching kind of further down into the room. You understand you are not alone.
Okay, I'm gonna just say it out the gate. Do we notice the bones floating in water? Is this actually, like,
No,
here with us?
Sorry, no, that's not actually there. Any bones you see in the water are not there. Just like the crates and stuff are actually here.
What do y'all see? It's kind of dark.
Can't see anything. I just see
We
this
go
little...
see many crates.
What does that sound?
Guys?
Can see pretty well.
Brother,
Well,
brother,
I-
come here. You see
Where-
this?
where?
Follow me. Grab my hand.
Brother, follow the sound of Oigo's
Oh,
voice.
okay, I'll follow the sound.
Brother,
falls
that's
down the
so
stairs. Oh wait, never mind.
Does Brother
not
Baker
down.
just keep walking up the stairs?
Brother Baker leaves.
Brother, where are you?
Oh, I'm scared.
Oigo, where are you?
He's
Oh,
Shuffling
light.
his way through here.
Oh,
he's shuffling, dude.
keep shouting.
Let's go walk to the light.
Everyone above deck's horrified. They think there's a monster.
Oh god, they're like, oh god, there is a monster. You guys can stop there for a second.
Does anyone see anything?
No?
I just hear that scratching sound.
It's Oigo scratching himself.
Alexander, running up behind you from the shadows behind these crates. Brother, you feel a you
Like,
feel
oh,
a
shit.
you feel a vibrating in your rucksack or your bag, whatever you're carrying in, as the codex begins to vibrate.
Oh, what's that tinkling me? He's gonna pull it out.
You pull it out, and magically it begins to pages begin to wave open and close until it lands on page 3 of the God, my brain just turned off. Of the monster section, and you see a image of a creature and the word Murloc appear in front of you.
Oh.
And as you're seeing this thing leaps out from the darkness and is going to bite Alexander.
Oh,
Oh,
I need to make an attack roll. Or he's going to attempt to bite Alexander. Pretty sure that hits. 17.
yeah.
You will take 4 piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
5.
That is not going to cut it. You're going to take another... Let me roll this. Oh, sorry. Wrong dice. I'll just roll this one. You'll take another
sorry, Alexander,
1
you're dead.
poison damage. You may now all roll me initiative.
Holy gods, what is this thing?
Let's go.
7.
Grimby.
Yeah, 18.
Brother Baker.
Nat 20, brother.
Alright. What is your plus?
Which one?
For
Dexterity or strength?
for initiative.
+1 for initiative.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Blade.
11.
Shit. Sorry. I didn't click away before I resorted the sheet. Okay, let me update this, move it down some, zoom out some. And we are good to go. Brother Baker, you're up first.
Just seeing my friend Alexander Pirate get hit. He's gonna come up and swing with his great sword down on top of this Murloc.
Alright, roll me attack roll.
Did that show in the logs? Oh yeah, a 9.
A 9 is not going to hit it. I'm sorry.
And Wait, 2-weapon fighting. As a bonus action, does that mean I get to swing again, or no?
No,
So I'm
that'd
using-
be if you had a second like sword.
Sword, okay. Oh, that's it for the baker. And a nice nat 20. It's
Epic initiative, dude.
swinging it.
Oigo, you're up.
Seeing this weird little tiny creature attack his what Oigo definitely thinks is now his second in command. He is going to bonus action rage, and then he is going to swing his great axe at this now mortal enemy. So let's see. It's a 21 to hit,
That hits.
and he is going to take 14 slashing damage.
14. What? Sorry, you said 14.
Yeah, he has a great axe, and he has a +5 due to raging.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck. How do you want to kill this thing?
Oigo just you see Oigo swing this thing down, but it doesn't get sliced. It's more like it just got squashed.
Your king has done it once more. You are welcome.
Sorry,
I owe you my life. King Oigo.
I won't be removing creatures when you kill them. I'll just be turning them upside down, and I'll add a red ring around them, so you know those are dead.
Wait, also, do we need to stop like in the center of squares, or do we need like stopping on the corners? Okay.
I would prefer stopping on the center,
Okay.
just because it makes like ranges and area of
Yeah,
effects.
I just want to double check because I've never used the owlbear, so I don't know the.
Okay. Next, you realize that you are not alone. Another one is going to run up from this top area up here and is going to go for you, Oigo. For the bite attack, he gets a natural 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And if you remember, we were playing with critical hit cards. And it's only fair if you guys have them, the enemies have them as well, I think. So let's just hope it's not the quad damage one.
I do resist it.
Oh yeah, you are raging.
You resist quad damage?
Let's hope.
Yeah, he is the
Let's hope
he just doesn't-
resistant to quad damage. That thing that is definitely real.
Mm-hmm.
Piercing damage. He got a dangerous critical, internal bleeding. You take 1d6 damage at the beginning of your turn for the next 1d6 turns.
Damn.
This
That's-
will last.
That's horrible.
It will last for 2 turns.
Okay.
Could be worse.
Let me roll his damage. It's not bad. It's only 6 piercing damage, so you'll only take 3. And then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Roll me a D100, since you got a nat 20.
Hi.
Why are there so many d20s in this first fight?
Oh,
God.
I got a 100.
You're not rolling it in.
Am I not?
Yeah, he did.
I saw it.
I can
is
see
it
it.
not?
There's-
Mine.
There's
Mine just-
there's like a delay for you.
Yeah, no, never mind. It just hadn't been updating for a while. Holy shit, you actually did. It tries to poison you, and you guys see kind of like as the poison starts to go into Oigo, his eyes begin to glow a very bright red, and the veins of the murloc are kind of become filled with gravel.
What the fuck?
You cannot poison this. Such weak poison cannot affect such a strong king. It is going to lose half of its HP. I wish it would have been something hyper, but it wasn't like a big thing to do something crazy with the 100. You wasted your
No,
one nat 20 into the hunter.
Nah, Oigo's just displaying just how much of an absolute king he is versus these things.
I'm just waiting for the final fight now. Where like the end of the campaign, he's gonna roll 1 into a 100.
1 into a 1?
Yeah.
Full circle, dude. Alright. Grimby, you are up.
Okay. Let's see here. So Grimby is going to, I guess I'll flavor this. So like you look over at Grimby and all of a sudden like shadows start to come out from like under his robe on the ground, and they start to kind of envelop him. And underneath his hood is like complete darkness except for just his red eyes, and he's taken on the form of Dread.
Oh, oh shit.
Yeah, and so that's gonna give him 1d10 plus 1 temporary HP. So I'll go ahead and roll that. So he's gonna have 5 temp HP. And then in Warlock style, also for this campaign, are we able to, with spells, can we attack past people, or is that a no-go?
No, you will need to have a line of sight, and since you're so small and Alexander and Oigo are so big.
Okay, so let's see.
You could probably move into this square below Alexander, since that other Murloc is dead, and you'd get enough of a line of sight on him.
Yeah, so Grimby's gonna kind of like sidestep Alexander there. And yeah, in traditional Warlock style, he's gonna send off an Eldritch Blast at Murloc 1.
Classic, dude. Let's hope you roll better than Monday.
It's not off to a good start. Does a 12 hit?
No, I'm sorry. It just barely does.
My goodness, man. Wow, that was an awesome turn. Okay.
One day you'll have a good combat, John, I promise.
Alright, yeah, that's the end of Grimby's turn. It's like becoming a thing, and I'm kind of concerned that it's become a thing.
You're so close. Next up, Murloc 4 is going to run down from the rafters and is going straight for Blade. Does a 6 hit?
Nah.
Alright, that is the end of its turn. Blade, you're next.
As this Murloc kind of bumps into Blade, you see his eyes turn red, as if he switched into like some sort of combat mode. And then he's gonna draw his short sword and drive it right into him.
Nice.
With a 17.
Yes, that hits.
It's gonna be 6 piercing damage.
Poggers.
And then he's going to draw his pistol with his other hand. Another 17.
I assume you took Gunslinger as your feat?
It's a firearms specialist.
Oh, yeah.
And it's when you attack, you can use a bonus action to use a firearm.
Okay.
It's going to be...
Yeah, it hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Another 7 damage.
Okay. This thing comes up and tries to bite you. It completely misses. Or I'm gonna say it actually does connect, but because you're just this cold steel creature, like its weak teeth of this like weak little beast can't even break through. You just kind of push it off and stab it, and then put your gun to its head and blow its brains out. It is dead.
Epic.
All right. Alexander, you're up.
Alright. So Alexander's gonna pull out his light hammer, and he's gonna swing it at the Murloc 1 next to Oigo. That was a nat 20, 23.
Oh, shit. All right.
Why?
You a critical hit card.
Why are there so many?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, you got a setback critical. This attack deals maximum damage.
Oh.
How much does a light hammer do?
It's 1d4 plus 1.
So Yours will be
Yeah.
9, 4 plus 4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you rolled 2 ones. So that was a really good one. For you to get there. And that was on Murloc 1 that already had gravel veins.
Yeah.
So you just lay into this thing, Alexander, like a fucking whack-a-mole, and just drive it into the boat, kind of implanting it into the wood, and it is also dead. Last in the initiative order is Murloc 3. He is going to come up here and is going to try to catch you by surprise, Blade, with a 19 to hit.
It does.
You're going to take 4 piercing damage, and I need you to make me a con save.
Yikes. That's a 6.
That is a fail. You will take 5 poison damage.
I'm resistant to that.
So
So that's 3 damage?
yeah.
You round up? Okay.
Oh no, we round down. It'll be 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you will take 2 poison damages, kind of your wires. I don't know what's in a ward for.
I think it's just like metal and wood. There's not like any
He's like a golem.
complex stuff in there.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, it's got some poison in there now, nonetheless. And we're back at the top with Brother Baker to redeem his nat 20 initiative roll.
Alright, so Brother Baker is gonna like run on these boxes and get to Murloc 3 and like try to like kind of grab him and like throw him to the ground.
Okay. Make me. So you're grappling him? Or you're
Yeah, I'm gonna
shoving
grapple
him?
him. Well, I was gonna like try to like grab him, like just basically tackle him.
Alright. Make me a athletics check.
14.
He got an 11 on his acrobatics to kind of wiggle out, so you definitely have him now.
I'm just gonna pin him to the ground right now.
Okay. You're just gonna hold him down there?
Yeah.
Alright. So he is grappled and prone. It's literally the thing Austin and me were. It's literally that means.
Yeah, we had a conversation that night.
Yeah. Alright. Next up in the order is Oigo. Can the Stone King even make it to the Murloc?
Let's see, is Murloc 4 like dead?
Yeah, if they're upside down and they have a red circle around them, they're dead.
Can I just step on him and go through him?
Oh shit, the map hasn't been updating on the stream. There we go. Yeah, you can step over him, but we'll consider it difficult terrain.
Okay, so that's 10, 15, 20? Actually, no, I can just hit him from here. Yeah, I can make it too. I'm gonna smash him with my great axe.
Alright, you'll have advantage on that attack.
Oh,
For
thank
me,
God you
please,
said that. Does a 10 hit?
That does not hit. It's with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 9, or I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Damn.
Oigo's very confused on how this one's even stronger than the last one since it dodged his most graceful attack. So he's going to end his turn.
Alright. Grimby. Redeem yourself.
Alrighty. Let's see here. We're gonna try something. So,
Oh yeah. Take
I'm gonna use, because he's goblin, we're gonna use Nimble Escape to take the hide action as a bonus action behind those little crates.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna try to kind of peek and fire an Eldritch Blast at Murloc 3.
Okay.
And so, remind me, I guess I have to roll for like hiding, right?
You would roll a stealth check, yeah. Versus his perception.
Okay, I rolled a 17.
He is a little preoccupied getting grappled as the big stone guy tries to wail into him.
Okay. So yeah, he's gonna peek around the corner and attempt another Eldritch Blast at Murloc 3.
Okay. So you have disadvantage because you're doing a ranged attack that close, but you have advantage because you were hidden from him, and you have advantage because he's grappled. But you also have disadvantage because you're doing a ranged attack and he's prone. So it all evens out, and it's just a normal roll.
Okay, I'm glad I took the hide action then.
Thanks for explaining that, Zach.
I was working that out in my own brain to try to figure out what to give him.
Yeah, I was sitting here and I was like, this is complicated. I didn't know. I guess 17 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so he's gonna take 1d10. I rolled a 7, and we're actually gonna go ahead and use Fury the small. Actually, wait, what size creature is this?
Small.
Okay, never mind. So it'll do 7 damage. Oh, but I can do this. This will be fun. A cool thing about Form of Dread is that when Grimby causes damage on a character while he's in Form of Dread, you can force them to make a Wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they're frightened.
Ooh, okay.
So
Fuck,
it'll be a DC 14 Wisdom.
He got a 16.
Alrighty.
Alright. Up next, we have Blade.
I see. Blade is gonna take both of his short swords and kind of was it Palpatine that did the cool lightsaber thing and like chop his head off?
That was Anakin who did that to Dooku.
Oh yeah, I'm an
Yeah.
Anakin.
Palpatine was all like, do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You have advantage.
Oh hell yeah.
You're welcome. Oh, please, sir, don't miss.
That is,
Yeah.
that is some precision.
It'll be a 25 for the first one, 20 for the second,
They both hit.
and then I'll just total it 12 piercing damage.
How do you want to execute this Murloc?
I'm just gonna like cut his head off.
You slice it, a bit narrowly missing Brother Baker's neck as he holds this squirming Murloc. As you cut its neck off, the other ones did not have this on there, but you notice a necklace falls off of his neck. I'm going to post it in just a second. It is this small kind of like crescent moon necklace with a few beads and dangly bits hanging off of it.
Oh, what the
Blade will pick it up and give it a gander.
Alright. Give me an Arcana check.
9.
You're not entirely sure what's going on with this thing. You see kind of where it lines up is kind of like where it's the Murloc's gills are. So you think it might have something to do with breathing. Which I don't think you do.
Yeah. Would anyone like this weird necklace thing? I have no use for such things.
I'll take a gander at it.
I am a robot. Here you go, Alexander.
Alright. Alexander, if you want to try to do an Arcana check to figure out more about it, you can. Or if you just want to attune to it, you can at your next rest.
It's a 16 for Arcana.
Yeah, that'll do. This is an uncommon item. Let me pull back up what this was.
So Brother Baker right now is just like wiping all the blood off himself from like Murloc 3 after holding him and getting executed right in front of him.
Maybe it's just sucking some blood off this thing.
Also, Murloc 3, like,
Alexander, you have found the necklace of adaptation. You kind of recognize this thing, kind of looking at it, getting the sense of those gills once more. While wearing this necklace, you'll have to attune to it, but while wearing this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment, and you have advantage on saving throws made against harmful gases and vapors such as cloud kill and stinking cloud effects. inhaled poisons and breath weapons of some dragons.
Oh, cool.
Alright. You guys have taken down the swarm of murlocs that, I will reiterate, the world you guys come from, the old world of Titan, monsters are not really a thing. This has been a recent development native to Aspera, so you can kind of make the connection that you're getting pretty close to the island, that these things are here.
Can I pull up the codex and see if the page has been updated?
Yes, you can. I do not have a fancy graphic for the codex pages yet. That was something I did not get around to making. I will do that before next session and update them. But you do gain the stat sheet after you kill them, and you'll get a little flavor text that I also haven't written, but I will add that in later.
Oh.
And again, this is page, I believe I said 3 on the codex. 3 out of 75 is a murloc.
Perhaps we should fix this leak before we sink the entire ark.
Well,
What do you think?
Well, my arm's rather bleeding, but sure, I'm fine with that.
I
It
do not
hurts.
bleed. I am a robot.
Mr. Pyre, you're hurt. Let me help you.
Yes, but I'm fine.
I'm just gonna do lay on hands on him.
Cool.
Wait. Sword by HP per long rest. I'll give you 3 HP.
Oh, thank you there, brother.
That's what I'm here for.
Let's get
Well,
this
I'm
shit
just gonna
patched up.
sit down and start splashing in the water a little bit.
I'd like to imagine Oigo lays down and just kind of starts floating a little bit.
He's buoyant, dude.
Oigo, you realize, yeah, you're actually getting pushed away from where the water is coming in at. As you guys see Oigo kind of floating back the way you guys can, you kind of understand that the leak is somewhere in this top right portion of the ship, or I guess on the map, bottom right.
I guess Grimby will go towards that area and I guess investigate to see if he can find it.
Y'all can see what's happening?
Yeah, Grimby's got dark vision, man.
I'm just gonna stay by the lamps to make sure I'm okay.
I will stand by this light.
I mean, surely we could see the light from over there, right?
Come here, brother.
Oh.
It is safe.
Grimby, Oigo, since you guys are over there, I won't make you do an investigation check because the water is rushing in. It is about right in here. It's about 1.5 foot diameter, kind of crude hole in the boat from where you can assume the murlocs kind of scratched their way in. Maybe smelling like the rations that are in here. They were hungry.
On instinct, Oigo is going to shove his arm through the hole to stop the water.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna roll to see if something happens. Oigo,
There's a shark on the other side.
you feel a really big fish like graze your hand. Like it's grazing your hand for like several seconds as it swims by.
Oigo reminds me of that pufferfish video eating the carrot.
That's a spirit animal.
He does make that noise.
He had a carrot earlier, so.
I feel the power of nature through my palm.
So you guys just gonna leave Oigo down here?
Did we like bring tape or anything?
You are in a room full of supplies. You could look around.
Okay.
Blade's
Grimby's
gonna go over here.
grab some like tape, and then he's gonna kind of just wrap the tape around Oigo's arm to reinforce the.
Okay.
Blade's gonna try to find a barrel that might fit the diameter.
Yeah.
How big do you think Oigo's arms are?
They're pretty big.
Big enough.
Like a small barrel, I would say. Would definitely do it. You can give me an investigation roll.
5.
You only find big. You only find big. What?
I said go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You only find bigger barrels. It might be able to work, but if you fuck up putting it in, it might make the hole bigger and start to crack open the ship.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone,
Oh,
look
go ahead.
for something to fill the hole.
I'm right here.
I can't.
Oigo, you cannot stay in that hole.
Wait, as far as I'm concerned, the problem's solved. I mean, look, and he's gonna like point over at Oigo's arm with duct tape wrapped around it.
You said there's like rations down here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see Oigo, like, you know how like dunking, you try to bite the apple through the water? Oigo's just doing that with the rations while his hole's plugged in this hole.
Jesus Christ.
We'll come back every day to feed you, and
Do not worry, there's plenty of food for me down here.
Oh, no.
Well, we can't see you, but if it's fixed, then, well, all right then.
we'll be back to help you in the future.
Don't
We'll
worry,
bring rations.
I will be what keeps this ship together.
Jesus Christ.
Blade's gonna look over here. Now.
I'm gonna give it a buck. I'm saying this out of character. I don't think you want Oikos being the only keeping the ship from breaking.
I mean,
Blade.
it's symbolic.
You can leave Oigo down here if like someone just comes down and feeds him and brings him not salt water. Like he'll be fine.
It's gonna be a crit fail on trying to find another barrel.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, that's a 20.
No,
sorry, I meant the dice. I rolled a 19. Same thing, pretty much.
yeah, no worse than like a normal crit fail. I mean, you're just looking for something. You kind of gather there is no barrel that's the right size at that point.
I'm out of ideas, fellows. I will go look for more small barrels.
I'm just in the light, that like the little area I'm in right now.
Blade, guide me to this light.
What'd you ask, Baker?
This way, my son.
Oh, I'm gonna investigate like in this like lit area I'm near.
Okay, for just something that would be the right size to plug the hole.
Yeah, I just like something like to block up the hole.
Okay.
I feel a clamp
An
on the
18.
other side.
Yeah, brother. You find kind of some of salted pigs, like pig hide, not hides, but like salted pork that they would come down if they ran out of meat to get from down here. And about like the girth of the pig, if you shoved it in there and maybe got some cloth to wrap it around to make it a little thicker, it would plug this hole.
Man, I've found a pig with some cloth that may fill the hole.
Is that so?
Perfect. Let's go shove it in.
Wonderful! I was gonna violently shove his arm out back from the hole.
Make me a sleight of hand check at
Oh
disadvantage.
no.
Violently.
Hey man, everything Oigo does is in character.
It is.
Okay, first roll is pretty good.
What's the second one?
That's that one.
Roll me a D100.
This is the 1-1.
Yeah,
This is the most Oigo shit you could do.
This is the 1-1 and the ship sinks.
It's a 30?
What?
Oigo, you pull your hand back in with so much force. The hole kind of like starts to rip open. It is now about 4 feet in diameter as water just starts rushing in. This room is filling rapidly.
I have just the thing. I saw it earlier. Blade's gonna get one of the big barrels.
Oigo. Oigo, lean on the wall while he gets the barrel.
Of course.
Hold it back.
I love that the barrel was too big, so we just made the hole bigger.
Blade's gonna try to shove the barrel in.
Did Oigo press himself into the wall?
Yeah, he's helping.
Okay.
Do you know, like, in pools, those, like, holes that you put, like, your hand up against and it, like, sucks in?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that
Yeah.
right now. Like, Oigo, you're kind of stuck right now with your back against this. You're gonna have to make me a strength check to get out.
Epic. Just a flat strength check.
Yeah.
15.
The
Okay.
mental image of this
That's
is
good
just
enough.
amazing.
You pop out and more water comes up. The water's at about 3 feet at this point. Grimby's swimming.
Could be literally.
Blade, you said you're gonna shove it in there?
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to give me a strength check to kind of like shove it in against the current that's coming in.
10.
Oigo, you want to do anything to help them?
Oigo will, seeing his tiny frail his patron fail, he will try to do it himself. So what is that to roll?
Strength.
Pog. Oh shit, 11.
I'm gonna say that together the two of you are able to do
Yeah.
this. Just 'cause the situation isn't that deep.
Teamwork, baby.
Once again, your king's gigantic brain has thought of something amazing. We have given this ship an indoor pool.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
About the time you guys finish this, Tyrus comes running down the stairs. Are you guys okay?
Sorry.
The ship is sunk 15 feet deeper. Good
We've
God, there's so
solved
much water.
We solved it, Tyrus. We put a barrel in the hole.
Oh. Good
Also, there were
job.
monsters down here.
What? Oh, Murlocs.
Yeah, check them out. Look at them.
Look at those Murlocs. They're floating.
They're fucking
Tyrus.
scary looking.
Tyrus kind of walks over to the Murloc. Yes, I've seen these quite often on the beaches. It means we're getting very close to the island. You'll be seeing a lot of creatures a lot scarier than this, boys. You'll need to strengthen your will. Would you like to come back up now? It's really wet down here.
Yes, please.
Grimby
Yes.
might drown.
Maybe it's like sitting on top of this stack of barrels here. Like on a stranded little island.
Blade will put Grimby on his back and carry him out.
Oh, thank you.
Oigo's pebbles have been moist enough.
Alright.
What does that mean?
Fuck around and find out.
You guys are heading back up. Warden Black is very impressed that you were able to handle the monsters on your own. He is inviting you to a private dinner in his cabin. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, and then we will do that. Unless anyone's just like not going to it. I know Alexander had some issues with the man.
He'll go.
Sat at the end of the table, just like flicking his like food the whole entire time, making snide comments.
No, Alexander secretly rigged an entire cannon of fire directly at the captain when he eats.
While everyone's dead.
Okay, guys,
right.
we managed to not sink the ship.
Yeah, go us. The first task we had.
It was a closer call than it could have been.
Well, just like my
Oh,
favorite.
you're very. I'll go ahead and say it. If you got, I already messaged this to Zach. If you guys just chose to leave Oigo like down there, I was gonna have him just get bored and come back up in the middle of the night.
Just all like standing in like a room or something, and you just walk in.
You're just walking, crawling to bed, not realizing that the ship's sinking.
Yeah, let's imagine
Wake
you,
up in
you
the
tore
cabin.
that hole open bigger, and then you just left.
Yeah, we wake up in the cabin and it's like filled with water.
I imagine the end of this if the ship sunk. Oigo's just floating through the ocean, just on his back,
So,
until he lands.
Everyone's like on top of him like a ship.
Yeah.
How tall is
Doggy
Oigo?
paddle, Oigo, doggy paddle.
Hey, how big is he?
He's like 10 feet tall.
Okay.
jeez, how do you fit?
I don't.
Yeah, this has been a very cramped experience for Oigo.
I'm glad he's not claustrophobic.
No, the walls are claustrophobic of Oigo.
Alright. You guys, Tyrus, are all in Warden Black's personal quarters. Eating a fine dinner, cooked by Chef Doran. The chef kind of comments to Brother and Oigo, "Oh, it was quite sad being in the kitchen by myself today, boys. I quite miss you."
Back soon, chef.
Do not worry, little one. When we reach land, I will announce you as my personal chef for the rest of your life.
Oh, anything for you, King Oigo. And he gives you an extra cookie on your plate.
Hell yeah, dude. The VIP experience.
Grimby's jealous.
The captain throws a thing of fire whiskey at you.
Grimby has gotten very used to having whiskey thrown at him, so he catches it like midair. It was a long few seasons there with the captain.
At this point, it's been about 2.5 seasons, and the warden sits down. "Very well done, boys, with solving the Murloc situation."
Yes, do we have regular patrols down there now, or?
I don't think it will be much of an issue once the men go down there to do a more permanent patchwork on the ship. We'll have guards down there more regularly.
Oh, good to hear. Thank you.
But the sight of them is not all a bad omen. It means we're getting quite close to the island. It's been about 2.5 seasons. We could arrive within a week, maybe even less. He kind of goes to his personal cabinet of liquor. "Can I make you boys a drink?"
I do not drink, but I will do it anyways, sir.
Very epic. Alexander.
Give King Oigo.
I suppose I'll take one.
Oigo.
Yes, give your king your finest wine.
Grimby Baker.
Sure, why not?
I'll try this weird ale.
This is the finest wine taken straight from the vineyards of Asnor. Have any of you boys ever been to Asnor?
No.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah.
2.
You might have burned down a vineyard before. To make room for more stone. But you're not sure. Not the greatest of places with the other things they produce, but they make a hell of a wine, boys. I'll tell you what. And he gives you each a glass. A toast to new men and their second chances.
Here, here.
My sensors tell me this is delicious.
Uh,
To a new life.
Small man make funny word.
Tyrus leans over to you, Blade. "Yes, it's quite delicious." And then he sits straight up because he's in the presence of Warden Black. He wants to always be respectful. He sits straight up next to him like a dog. Warden Black kind of sits down and starts kind of circling his glass with his finger. What do you boys want out of coming here to the island?
Live a normal life in the future that we can make.
I wish to clear my name and
Way to
make some friends, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of lonely.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
way to
Be
make
on
my-
vacation, of course. Isn't that why we're all here?
Looks around confused.
Good in game would be to build an academy.
Sports and outdoors? Sorry.
What is that? Kirby looks
nothing.
at Blade very confused.
Sorry, I was slight bug. Carry on.
Alexander,
Just a way to make my father proud. To make a new life.
all very admirable goals. In the old world, there's no coming back from those chains that we took off of you. Even if you were released, you would have been treated how the guards treated you when you first got here, everywhere you went. But Aspera is a new world. We live together or we die alone. You have to prove you're not the monsters the world thinks you are. These people will take you in and they will show you the respect you show to them. Show them that you are worthy of a second chance.
Thank you, sir.
And as I've told you before, I do not keep slaves at my disposal. You'll not survive in the jungles of Aspera on your own, but I will not force you to stay in Oshain. In Oshain's settlement, Tarrendale, that is. I will give you the necessary equipment to get out there and find your own place to survive in exchange for a couple seasons' work. After that, if you don't want to work with us or for me, you'll be free. And he looks at you specifically, Alexander. Well, boys, let us drink. As he raises his glass, what are all of your passive perceptions?
10.
10.
8.
8.
Let's go.
Kobe?
8.
Jesus Christ, this is not a wise group. You see, right before Black touches the glass to his lips, his eyes widen, and you hear kind of a scream from outside as he yells,
Uh-oh.
"Hit the deck!" As he, falls onto the floor. What did the rest of you do? In this, split second.
Oigo crouches down to punch the deck.
Blade immediately collapses down to the deck.
Alexander ragdolls onto the deck.
Grimby hides under the table.
I'm just gonna drop it.
Drop it.
Yeah, drop it. Watch out behind me.
What are you dropping?
You see, as soon as he says this, as you all drop, Jesus Christ, a tentacle wraiths through the cabin that you are in right now.
Oh.
And what you see, as the entire wall gets taken off of the side of this vessel, seeing the open night skies where there once was a thick, multi-layered stone wall, you now see in-game, swimming out and about, maybe this was the thing you felt, Boigo. The codex begins to vibrate once again, Brother Baker, and as you shakily pull it out, it opens itself to page 74 out of 75, and the word Kraken appears on the page.
Guys,
I need you all.
What's his name, brother?
a kraken.
This can't be good.
I only heard those in myths.
I need you to all roll me initiative.
We should
Here
have
comes-
rested before this.
Oh God! Oh, why are you so big?
That is how big they are. They are 100 feet.
I have to zoom out.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
same. I think I moved it by accident also.
He's bigger than the boat.
God damn it.
Give me a second to get everything adjusted.
Actually, this is probably a good thing.
Animation stream's good.
Ooh. Daphne, shh. Lay down, Daphne. You're fine.
There we go.
He's a big boy.
Alrighty. Let me clear out the murlocs. Kraken. Okay, Brother Baker.
Oh, initiative?
Yeah.
13.
Oigo.
16.
Grimby.
19.
Blade.
11.
Alex.
3.
Jesus. Alright. Warden Black kind of like lifts his head. There's kind of like glass like stuck in his face. He's bleeding a little bit. You see one of his arms that was holding the glass of wine is kind of like broken in half. We have to get to the lifeboats. This thing will take the ship down whole. Tyrus, also bloodied, kind of helps Warden Black. We must escape. Grimby, you're up first.
Oh gosh.
You can see kind of where the lifeboat is. Like, there's...
Where's it on the map?
On this level, it's like right in the middle. There's kind of
Okay.
an emergency one on every level. You just have to kind of take it to the edge and lower it down. If that's how you
Okay.
want to do this.
Alright, Grimby's gonna... Well, actually, I probably need to measure this first, right? How far is this? It's like... 20, 30. I guess Grimby's gonna go ahead and start making his way... Wait, that's not a... That's a wall, isn't it?
That do be a wall.
Let me see.
I think you can roughly get to about here. I'm having trouble with the grids, but... Yeah, I think that's about right.
Okay.
And, let's see here.
This whole, like, wall here, like, it's just open. Like, you can see the
Oh.
Kraken. You see the Dr. Ophelia that you've heard rumors about how creepy she is kind of, like, laid up against the bed with rubble on her back as the Kraken is just rearing up to attack the boat once more.
Yeah, Grimby's gonna kind of run in here and try to... Oh, this is such a bad idea. Try to pick her up.
Alright, make me a strength check.
Yeah, Grimby has like 6 strength, so this is gonna go really badly. That's a 6.
You're trying to pull her out as she just wails and screams, and she looks at you. Don't let me die!
Oh god. Grimby's gonna kind of like call her on the door to ask for help from somebody.
Alright.
Hey guys, there's a lady in here and she's hurt.
Let's actually just not do this in initiative. I don't think this is actually gonna work that well. I think I'm just gonna set it where let's say every 30 seconds it gets one attack onto the boat. Is that fair?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, let me set a timer for 30 seconds. Alright. You go.
Oigo's gonna dash and try to grab the woman.
Alright. Make me a strength check.
And can I give help action? Or
17.
Yeah, you can give the help action if you want to try to like pull her out while he pushes the rubble off.
okay, does help action just gives him advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got turned it into a 22.
Do you hear that? That's the sound of a tentacle coming
Asking
through.
questions, guys. We gotta move.
Alright, what was your roll?
22.
Yep, that is good enough. You get the rubble off, and Grimby, you're able to pull this girl out, but her legs are in shambles.
Is Dogrin alive?
Dogrin is yelling at men. This is not the only boat that's up here. There are several of them. Many of the prisoners and knights are just taking them over and like shoving each other, trying to be the next person in line to get away. As in 3, 2, 1, another smack of the tentacle comes through and hits the boat. It shakes, it rattles at its core. You feel a lower level just shaking beneath you. Dogrin is yelling at them to stay and fight like men as he loads the cannon once more to fire at the Kraken.
Oigo is going to violently throw the woman into the lifeboat.
I'm gonna help Dogrin with loading the cannon and firing.
Rolf! Thanks, Alexander.
Dogrin, we have to take this thing down.
This is a weapon to kill the sea gods. As the sea god hits the boat once again. Oigo, you're throwing the boat off, or you're putting the woman in the boat.
Yeah.
Alexander, make me a shot at the Kraken. Remember, you add proficiency. What are the rest of you guys doing now that the woman's in the boat?
Is the boat big enough to like fit multiple people in there?
You guys would probably need, for all of you, the woman, Tyrus, and Warden Black, you'd probably need 3 boats.
21.
Alright, cool. I was already heading up to the next level to get another boat.
A 5th strike of the tentacle hits the boat.
I'll go with them.
Oigo is going to dash. He needs to find his personal ship.
Make me a history check to remember your way around the boat.
Oh, no.
Because I know Brother Baker was the one guiding you the whole time.
It's a 5.
He's probably below you somewhere.
Oigo's going to he's going to enter rage and start in the ground.
As you do this, as you start punching the ground, trying to make a hole, a tentacle comes down and slices down the middle of the boat. There is a hole now going to the bottom.
Oh, we got a
Oigo is
21 on
going
that
to jump
first hit.
down.
You find Chef Doran unconscious, similar to the woman in rubble. This time, there is a bunk or a table from the previous room, just kind of like leaning onto his head. It looks like his skull has been cracked.
I refuse to let you die on me, damn it! You're my chef!
Oigo is going to grab him and where Oigo automatically knows where north is. Where is north? Oh shit!
North is above you, or not above you, is just the way it is on the, or it's actually to the tail of the ship because you're heading south. Like the back of the ship would be north.
Okay, I feel like Oigo knows that like the opposite like way is to go up.
Okay, Alexander.
Reverse north.
What was your shot on
21.
the Kraken? 21?
21.
A 21 hits. You see as this Kraken leans down with its tentacle, a cannonball just impales its chest. To most of you, with your poor wisdom, it looks as though it was not even fazed by this. This thing is a colossal creature. But anyone who wants to make me a insight check or a perception check, you may.
We'll try that. Okay, well that's not gonna help anybody.
Yeah.
For
I got a 4.
perception. I got 17 on perception.
Also, Grimby is looking for the
Alexander-
captain.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I'll get to you in a second. Let me tell Alexander this first. Alexander, as you and Dahlgren were able to rally some of the men back over to help with the fight against the Kraken, giving them belief, seeing how little it reacted, many of them began to run away. But you watched and you saw the Kraken, although it didn't feel like it took damage, you saw when it gave this tentacle attack that's going off right now, it hesitated. You kind of imply in your head that this thing has not been challenged in a long time. This thing has ruled the sea for a long time. Nothing has stepped up to it. You won't be able to defeat it, but you might be able to bluff your way to a victory. But it would take a lot of balls. But we're going to cut away from you for a second. Blade and Grimby and Brother, you guys went to the top ship?
Yeah.
Yep.
You see the captain is helping men get their boats off the edge of the ship, kind of lowering them down. Amelia and Bosun are trying to get on these ships. The captain is helping them, but seems like he's not getting on one himself. As he drops a boat down, he pulls out his flask and stares at the Kraken and takes a sip of his fire whiskey.
Domino, I know what you're doing, and you shouldn't.
Grimby, you need a boat, my friend.
You also need a boat, Domino. You're not going down with the ship, alright?
I'm the captain. It is my duty. Once every man and woman is off this ship, then Domino may leave. Until then, Domino will stay.
Grimby kind of just sighs and looks at the ground. Well, alright, I'll try something myself. And Grimby's gonna actually activate his form of dread.
Okay.
And when he does this, he's gonna turn around and try to get an Eldritch Blast off at the Kraken.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Wait. 13 to hit.
No, 13 does not hit. It just deflects it with one of its tentacles.
Alright, guys. Time for the callback. After Oigo throws his personal chef into the boat, he pulls out his iconic boomerang. And he is going to attack the Kraken with the boomerang.
Alright, you can attack roll.
Wait, where's my fucking attacks? Wait, where's my boomerang? Hello? Wait, I unloaded it from my inventory. Whoops. 18?
18 just hits.
It's going to take 7. What damage does boomerang do? Bludgeoning damage. As Oigo throws this with the accuracy of a god.
Oigo, in this act of defiance, throws the boomerang. Alexander, you've had time to load another shot. Do you want to take it?
Yes.
Alright, go for it.
9.
That is gonna
And that one.
Oh, not one. Well, then we have to draw. I'll pause the timer. We have to draw a critical failure card. When you shoot this cannon, you get an embarrassing one. With the noisemaker, your attack misses and alerts your target of your presence and general location. The next tentacle is coming down on you guys.
Oh shit!
And that is, I'm about to hit the button. That will be in 7 seconds.
Oigo's gonna start pushing the lifeboat with the chef and the lady into the water.
Dahlgren, you have to move.
Dahlgren does not move.
No!
He looks at you as he's about to say, "There's more cannons above. Roof!" And the tentacle smashes down directly onto Dahlgren.
Oh. Dahlgren, no!
And this knight that was sitting here. It's also dead.
Oh, yeah, I care more about the knight.
Can Grimby attempt another attack on the Kraken?
Yeah. And Brother and
Okay,
Blade, if you guys want to do anything, just jump in.
Okay. He's gonna cast Witch Bolt this time, and this is a turn-based thing, so if it does work out, can it just roll with the 30-second timer?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Okay, so he's gonna attempt to cast Witch Bolt at the Kraken. And that's a 17 to hit.
I'm sorry, man. That doesn't hit. Blade, brother, what are you guys doing up here?
I'm gonna pull out one of the toothpicks I got earlier and gonna chunk it at him.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
And that'll be 4 damage.
Alexander, you just saw your mentor die in front of you. This ship is not looking hot. You guys need... You see every time this happens, it flinches after you guys hit it. It's not used to being stood up against. You're going to need something big all at once to scare this thing away if you're not going to try to run away.
Well, I'm
If
just
you
start
continue
loading
at this
the-
rate, you're all just going to die.
But investigate for like a barrel of gunpowder or something.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, Oigo's gonna go ahead and throw one of his toothpicks at the javelin and in a rage.
My investigations always suck.
A
Nice.
dirty 20.
That hits.
It's gonna take 8 piercing damage as the toothpick goes right into its little snout. How many javelins do I have?
Okay, we're gonna attempt another Eldritch Blast on this guy, and hopefully we
Got
get
4. Fuck it,
gonna
yeah, I'm
shoot
just
the
gonna
cannon at
rapid
him.
fire shoot these things at him.
All right,
So a
Grimby.
21, that should hit.
That
That did not
hits.
hit.
Okay.
I got 21 on a cannon.
And it'll do 4 damage, and Grimby's going to attempt to use the form of dead thing where he has to roll wisdom save or else he's frightened.
Ooh.
So it's a DC 14 wisdom.
I hate to break it to you. I haven't rolled yet. I'll just tell you now. He has a plus 11 to wisdom. It's possible, but it's gonna have to be a really low roll.
Yeah, he's smart. Or wise, I guess.
I'm sorry, man. That's a 23.
Oh, I thought it was worth a try.
Go, third
no.
toothpick.
That would have been high. But you do see when that Eldritch Blast and the cannon connect at the same time, he almost like is taken back. Like it's not even like a flinch anymore. Like it's a full step pause. Something about the combined force working together made 2 weaker attacks 1 strong attack. Do with that information what you will. As he hits the boat for the 20th time.
God.
Everyone!
Did you get my
Hit
cannon?
the toothpicks at once!
People, make me a persuasion check, will you?
It's a +3, but a 6.
All the remaining men are just like, no, fuck this, I'm getting out of here, I'm not dying. And Warden Black comes and stands next to you and stomps his foot down. Would you dare deny your king?
Let's go.
You see there's like no fear in his eyes. He is ready to die here if that's what it takes. And all the men just kind of come back. They grab whatever weapons they could find. They arm every cannon left. Ophelia is trying to treat Dogrin as like best she can with broken legs. Everyone above ship, the message starts to go across that you're all going to hit it at once. I assume is what you were getting at, Oigo.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So what are each of you doing?
Did Blade ever find a
We'll
gunpowder?
reload the cannon. Ready to
What
fire.
What was your investigation, Blade?
A 9.
You found a cannonball.
Okay.
You kind of get an idea maybe gunpowder wouldn't just be sitting up at the top. It might be like in the storage way down below.
Sure. He's just gonna ready his gun, I suppose.
Yeah, Grimby's ready to Eldritch Blast whenever the cannons go off.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
I'm ready to fire.
Toothpick
I'll
at the
I'll go ahead
exact
and
same time.
roll. I'll go ahead and roll for it so that it's ready. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
well, it's gonna miss.
It's gonna miss. Mine's missing, yeah.
Yikes.
Mm.
Mine
He
hits.
goes.
All right. You don't have to tell you the number. Just tell me if it hits or not. The AC is 18. Blade,
Yeah.
brother,
No.
Alexander,
Nope.
Grimby,
No.
Oigo.
Just missed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, me and Oigo and Grimby both rolled 17.
I did too.
And, yeah.
One
That's
more
amazing.
time! Black yells out as another tentacle comes
Oh, hey, this
raining
one-
down.
There we go.
This one hits. Yeah.
Bosun is going to start to
doesn't hit.
strum his lute at you, Blade. I think I found my great hero to write a tale about, and he's going to give you a bardic inspiration, so you can add a 1d8, Blade.
Hell yeah. Actually, that won't cut it. But thanks, man.
So, Blade is a myth's brother.
I'm at 11.
Alexander?
13. I miss.
Grimby?
It was a 22. He got a hit.
Oigo?
Hey, go Jimmy.
Oigo?
I got a 23.
Again, 2 people hitting isn't enough. You feel
Time's
deep
a
inside-
jar, boys.
Warden Black is feeling almost a little dejected, so now Tyrus steps up. 3rd time's the charm!
Wait, who has the barrel of gunpowder?
Wait,
I-
I never found one.
It's in.
Oh, you
It would
never
be in the
found it.
floor below you, Oigo.
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
Oigo's gonna drop down.
Oh my.
No.
Give me some roll. Oigo, by the way, this is not the bottom floor. You're about 3 floors away from the bottom. This
Oh, I
floor
did not
is-
know that.
No. It is in that floor. I'm just saying. I'm giving you some perspective. That floor is about the 3rd floor from the bottom, and it is filling with water.
Oigo's
This is-
buoyant.
But you can
Just not
you can
good enough to get
investigate
water.
for gunpowder if you want.
I need like such a 12.
That's good enough. You find the gunpowder.
Oigo's gonna prepare himself to throw it at the same time everyone else shoots.
Alright.
Blade will focus on the barrel.
Oh, that's hype. Brother, what are you doing?
Trying to shoot.
I'm doing another javelin, but I already know it missed. I already rolled it.
loading the cannon.
Grimby?
He's going for another Eldritch Blast.
Did you hit or miss?
It's a miss.
Alexander?
It's a hit.
Alright. Brother and Grimby have missed. Alexander impales it with a cannonball. If this gunpowder barrel goes off, it might just scare this thing away. If it doesn't, the ship's coming down.
Get a dirty
Well-
20 to hit the barrel.
Ooh.
And I got an 18 to hit with the barrel.
Oigo throws the barrel with all the force of the Madstone King. As it gets right between the Kraken's eyes, Blade pulls out his pistol, aiming at the stars, and just snipes the barrel as it explodes, and the cannonball hits right in the neck of the Kraken. It lets out a horrible scream before sinking back into the water. It is nowhere near dead, but something has stood up to it that it was not expecting to. You guys have evaded the Kraken.
Yay.
Let's go
Oigo
fight.
is truly the greatest king. First he has conquered land, now he has conquered the ocean.
We should probably check for damage.
I think. we
Oh,
should
you mean
get
a
on the lifeboat.
giant broken ship?
I think we just need to get on the lifeboats there, Alexander.
No.
The ship's gone.
Let me do some math real quick on how much damage has been done to the ship.
I'd be surprised this thing is still standing.
It's like a toothpick now.
I
It's
will
gonna
say
limp into the
I mean,
dog.
it's supposed to be a really big boat, but that was a lot of
it's
hits.
gonna be close.
It's like 30 tentacle slams.
It hit 26 times. Because I would pause if someone was explaining something. The ship, I'm sorry, is going down.
Oh no.
It is quickly sinking. The ship had 1,000 HP with 26 tentacle attacks because the Kraken is a siege monster. It did 1,040 damage.
Oh,
Wow, just enough.
Only if we were a minute and a half faster.
Only if we didn't miss like a million times.
yeah.
Yeah, I missed 2. So.
I just needed 3 of you to hit it.
It kept being where it'd just be 2 people.
Maybe 2.
Yeah. Regardless, many people have died here. But Warden Black comes up to the front and just kind of puts an arm on Alexander. Good work, boy.
Anything to try to save the ship. Sadly, it doesn't seem like it was enough.
No. The ship will sink here. But we can escape on lifeboats, those that are left. He kind of goes and kind of looks around. It seems as though our forces of nearly 500 have dwindled down to nearly 30. The Kraken did horrible damage to this boat.
We need to load everyone onto the lifeboats as soon as possible.
As you begin to start loading the lifeboats, the sun begins to come up after this long, drawn-out battle with the Kraken. Directly after your Murloc excursion. It has been a long night, to say the least. And as the sun rises up, I need all of you to give me perception checks.
Okay.
17.
4.
2.
12.
11.
Anyone who got over a 10, you notice this. On the horizon, it is not just a... there is what you see. You notice a shadow on the horizon, and as you look up, you see a mountain piercing the heavens before you. Surrounding this mountain is an expansive island covered in jungle. The thing on the map did not look that big. It looked like a decent sized island. This landmass is huge. As Warden Black kind of looks up, kind of tear comes to his eyes because he, honestly, once the Kraken came around, he didn't know if any of them were going to make it back. The 3 of you that noticed this, I believe that was Blade, Alexander, and Oigo.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you. Welcome, boys, to Aspera. And that is where we will end the session.
We made it.
Epic.
We did it.
Hog.
That was epic.
Now, we did fight a Kraken, DM. Did we level up?
You didn't defeat the Kraken, you merely drove it away.
Scared it.
We drained it. We drained it. We won. Come on.
So how it was going to work is if you escaped, you were going to level up. But because you fought, you get to level up twice. So you can all level up to level 3. You did survive a Kraken encounter. Granted, it was he didn't attack you directly, he was attacking the boat. But...
Oh wait, HP. Do we do max on this, or is it... How do we do that?
No. Roll your HP, and you can either do the manual one, or you can roll it, and if you roll under the halfway point, you can take that. Like if yours is a D8, right?
It's a 3d8. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So if you roll your d8s, the first level is always maximum. That's 8. If you roll, like for your second level, say you roll an 8 and you get a 2, you can bump that up to a 4. You can always take the average if you roll lower.
So Oigo on his first roll got a 10, and the second one he got a 12. Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ. The Stone King.
5 and 6, bruh.
So wait,
That's
I was at
11.
what was mine?
10.
That's 22.
Wait, what
so
did I do that again?
I can help you with yours later, Kobe. if you need
Okay.
me to. Oh.
Oh god, Oigo's just become a monster.
I will say, well, actually, there is one more thing before we end. While everyone is getting on the lifeboats as the Ark sinks and you guys head to Aspera, Alexander, you look over and you see Ophelia is still treating Dogrin.
Oh, wait.
He's
still
in the
alive.
lifeboat. She kind of looks at you. I'm afraid he won't be alive for long. If we can't get him a medicine that can help him, that can
What-
heal his wounds very quickly, he will die.
What kind of medicine?
I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere that on there. And she kind of looks at the island.
How long do you think he'll survive?
If I give him undivided attention, 5 days.
Dogrin, I don't know if you can really hear me. I will save you, Master, for artillery.
He kind of
Oh,
mutters in pain. And that's where we'll end. I couldn't kill Dogrin in the first session. It's too
Yeah,
iconic.
you just love doing the voice too much.
I don't know what you mean.
Plus, he's a dog. I seriously don't understand how to roll for HP. Like, I'm actually weirdly so confused.
Okay,
Well,
so
no,
each
shit.
class.
Hey, let me
Mine's a
let
D8.
me close out the stream and I'll stream on Discord and show you guys. Thank you. If
Okay.
anybody is in here that isn't one of us, it's still
I'll
fine.
be good.
I know
We're gonna-
Emily's in here.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Emily. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Subscribe. Well, you will be in for a scare.